All right, we are officially live. Let me pull up my Twitch page. All right. Let's do a good old retweet real quick from the podcast page.
Yeah.
Gotta find my name.
And I still don't know what bad card I have to take out for this good card.
What card are we trying to add?
Rings of Brighthearth.
Oh, that's right.
Just take out a land.
Not in this.
No, just take out the land. It's fine.
Ah, Chris.
Take out Soul Ring.
I need to retweet
Well, I don't
this.
run a Soul Ring in here on principle.
Take out
I really like the basic lands that I run. I run five of the basic lands in here because 5 color.
Absolutely.
But it's just annoying because I can't finish the set of basic lands that I want to run in here because they're so expensive.
Well, let me guess. Guru lands?
Gurus?
Oh, those, yeah.
Yeah. Fancy.
So I've got a foil plains, 2 Guru lands, a foil swamp,
Nice.
and an Is It League island.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Yes, when Jordan was telling me about the decks, he goes, they're actually casual decks, but they're opposite of budget. I said, oh, okay, how's that work? Well, this is how it works.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody to our stream. My name is Andy. Tonight, for the first game, I'm going to play Marisi, Breaker of the Coil. For one, red, green, white, I have a 5/4 cat warrior that says my opponents cannot cast spells during combat. And whenever a creature I control deals damage to a player, I goad each creature they control. So they have to attack next turn, and they have to attack someone other than me. So my deck's going to be all about swinging with hopefully small and unblockable creatures to force my opponents to attack each other.
And this is Wormcoil Engine here. I am playing the Scorpion God. This isn't a super optimized deck, so my main goal is to put -1/-1 counters on creatures and kill them.
That sounds awesome, though.
Yeah.
Chris,
And then,
would you like to go?
Yeah, sure. Tonight I am playing... Actually, ignore this, because this is a lot more powerful than most decks at the table, so I changed my mind. I'm going to be playing Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, and it is a Nicol Bolas themed deck that I built for my friends that's staying with us currently. And it's very Nicol Bolas-y, things Nicol Bolas would do. I'm going to go get that deck, so I'll be right back.
All right, what would Nicol Bolas do? All right, and then Jordan, you're joining us for the first time. Tell us about you and what you're going to play for the first game.
I don't know. I'm well known for loving foils and non-basic lands.
Okay.
I have a suit of armor made of Magic the Gathering cards, which some people have seen me walking around in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing my 5-color Golos meme deck, which is... You'll see hopefully you'll see the reason why I built it, what it's supposed to do, but the goal is not to win. It's to do big swingy things and then probably kill 2 players and then die to commander damage.
Okay. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead then and we will roll for first. The order is Andy. On the top left is Andy, top right is Coil, and then bottom left is Chris, and Jordan, you're on the bottom right, and we're just going to stay in this order for the stream, and we'll just roll to go first, and we'll go clockwise. So I rolled a 3. That's not so hot.
I rolled a 10.
Oh.
Although doubles is supposed to be reroll. That's my house rule.
Well.
Just kidding.
We're rolling 2d6,
I'm taking
right?
my 10. Yes.
4.
4, okay.
I
Beat
rolled
that.
I rolled an 8.
All right.
Okay, fine.
I'm taking my friend's magic glasses away from him because he did that wonderful thing where half of your deck is upside down.
Oh no! Oh no!
So
So-
he's what's known as a bad person.
He doesn't play his lands in the front, at least.
Okay, that's true. That's a good thing.
Okay, so
Where do you play your Dryad Arbor though? Do you put it in the front? Do you put it in the back?
That
somewhere?
has to
Under
be
my
out
elbow.
front.
Yeah, I put it halfway tucked under my library.
I do like I do like my friend did, who played Door to Nothingness in the Commander game a few months back, and I put it under my elbow to where no one sees it until it's time to use it.
Oh yes. Pay no attention to this Dryad Arbor in the corner.
Also, how's my display looking? Can everyone see? Do I need to lift up the camera a little?
Oh, it looks good.
I mean, we can see. Yeah, it looks good.
All right, so I need to give this a quick shuffle, and then I go. I'm last in order anyway, I believe. Actually, no, it's third.
I am last. Yes.
You're third. You're second.
I'm
Last.
second. Okay.
No, you're
Say
second.
Because my
Wait.
display is apparently different from y'all's, because mine is Chris in the top left, followed by Wormcoil
So-
clockwise by
you
me,
can-
and then Andy in the bottom left.
You should be able to click and drag the screens and reorder them in whereby.
I don't know if he can on mobile.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you have,
mean-
I'm not sure if you have your laptop open, Jordan, but if you do, you can pull up my Twitch page, and it's actually displaying all four of them in that order on that page.
Oh, that would make it easier.
Yeah.
It might be slightly delayed compared to what we're saying.
that is true.
but-
It might be. You'll just have to mute.
It's
that.
okay. We'll just call the judge over for slow play when that happens. and,
Hey
As
there,
a
friends.
level
How may I help you?
as a level 1 judge, I never call slow play
Oh.
on myself. Just
We
gonna
have-
point it out.
we have 2 level 1 judges here.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm a bad level 1 judge.
I have to honestly say I haven't learned more about priority in the stack than since I started playing with Chris online.
All right, let's try and get.
And doing full control in arena helps too.
That does help. Actually, it's funny. People hate on the Magic Online interface, but that helped me. The rules automation on Magic Online helped me so much with. Toss his hand back. That's awful. With just like rules timings and stuff before I really started to study to the rule interactions. The judge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like my hand. I'm keeping.
I'm taking my free mulligan. Because 6 lands does not sound great.
Sometimes 6 lands isn't so bad.
If I had I don't know, Buried Alive and Reanimate, maybe.
And then I'm gonna point this out because it's the one card in my deck that functions real weird in playing online,
Okay.
and that is I play Guided Passage.
Okay. And that does.
Green, red, blue, sorcery. It's one of my favorite cards in the history of Magic.
Oh, yeah,
Starts
I
with
know
6
this
words,
one.
and I love it. Reveal the cards in your library.
Yeah.
An opponent chooses a creature, a land, and a non-creature non-land card, and put those in your hand, then shuffle.
Okay.
So, how would you like to do that?
Elvish Mystic, Mountain, and
You're just gonna
Ghostly
name
Flicker.
3 random cards and hope they're there.
Yeah.
Do you have a deck list online anywhere for your Golos deck?
Yeah, I've got it on Architect.
So how about this? If the time comes,
And that spell resolves.
and that spell resolves, make a duplicate on Architect and just take out the cards that are currently in hand and save it, and then link it to whoever you choose to go find that. And then that way we can go easily skim through the deck, and we don't know what's in your hands.
That's way too much work. I'll just let everyone see what's in my deck.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah. Mountain, Elvish Mystic, Mind Stone. That's what it decided.
That's very
Two of those
generous.
cards are way too good to be in this deck.
Mountain and
Well, I have a 3-land hand, so I am obligated to keep this.
All right, Coil, you are
this
good
is how I feel
to
about my hand.
start. Chris, do you want to start at 40?
Yes, I will start.
All right.
Oh, we need that advantage. All right, I'm gonna draw for the first turn. I am going to play this Vivid Crag tapped and pass the turn.
Right. Over to
Jordan.
To Jordan.
All right. We're gonna start off strong with tapped Crosan Verge, and then I'm done.
Ooh, but it's shiny,
Alright.
so it's solid.
I will draw my card for the turn. I will play a Shivan Reef and pass the turn.
All right, I will draw. I'm going to play a Jungle Shrine tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, draw. I will play Swamp, and I will tap 2 to cast a Mind Stone. And then I will pass the turn.
Huh. Underground Sea, go.
All right.
All right, I'll draw a card. I will play a Mountain and pass turn.
All right, untap, draw. I'm going to play Naya Panorama, and I'm going to pay 1, sack it. And I'm going to search for a basic mountain, forest, or plains, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and it is going to be a mountain. And then I pass.
Untap and draw. I am going to tap 3 and cast a Colligan Monument.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What is it?
inexpensive brand.
What does that do again?
It taps for a black or a red,
Okay.
or you can pay 4 a black and a red, and it becomes a 4/4 black and red dragon artifact creature with flying until end of turn.
It's like the wedge, but it's like the key rune, but for a wedge.
But it's only Rakdos. But yes.
Oh, I guess that's true. It's not a full wedge. You're right.
I'm going to play Barrenmoor tapped as my land for turn, and then pass.
All right. I'm gonna play a Scrubland, and then I'm gonna crack Crosan Verge right now. You can go.
All right, I will draw my card for the turn. I will play a Field of Ruin. And then while Jordan is searching, I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 and tap and sacrifice Field of Ruin, destroy the Underground Sea. And each player is going to search for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield in the Shuffle Library.
Yes, ramp.
Okay. I will.
So I'll get a swamp.
I'm going to get a plains.
I'm getting a mountain.
Got a forest.
Yes, all different. Love it.
All right, and after that, I pass turn.
All right.
Does it come on the battlefield tapped or untapped?
Untapped.
Oh. Untap, draw.
If only you could cast sorceries at instant speed.
I'm going to play a forest, and then I will play... 1, 2, 3. Miri, Weatherlight, Duelist. 3/2 first strike. Whenever she attacks, each opponent can't block with more than one creature this combat. And as long as she is tapped, no more than one creature can attack me each combat. Pass.
Untap. And draw. I will tap 5 mana to cast my commander, the Scorpion God.
Okay.
Then I will tap 1 black to cast a Fume Spitter. It is a 1/1 horror that says sacrifice Fume Spitter, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. And then I will pass the turn.
All right.
All right. 4. Not really an interesting play, but I'm just gonna play a land and play Golos. My general. And I'm gonna go get an Ancient Tomb,
Nice.
and then I'm done.
All right. Go ahead and untap. Draw my card for the turn. And I will play a Canyon Slaw, tapped, slew.
I like just pronouncing the hard G.
Yeah.
Canyon Slug.
Slug.
Canyon Slug?
Canyons, slug.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go check on the chicken that I threw into my oven when I thought we were playing in Central Standard Time.
Sure, you got it.
I pass turn after that, Andy.
Okay. Untap, and I will draw. And, well, I'm glad you ramped me, because I wasn't getting that land.
I felt that same way when I didn't play land on my turn.
I'm gonna pay 2 for a Bloodthirsty Blade.
Yeah.
And then I am going to equip it to the Scorpion God.
Scorpion God's got a Bloodthirsty Blade.
It's +2/+0 and has gotta attack me, or not me, anyone but me.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I'm gonna poke you for 3.
That's quite a poke. I will take 3.
All right.
Getting a little aggressive with that poke there.
So aggressive. I guess like a poke could be like 1. It's just 3. It's fine. I pass.
This is going to represent the Bloodthirsty Blade.
That was more like an elbow in the side.
I'm just gonna jab you really hard, Chris. I'm really sorry that I put KAL in the tweet originally. My apologies.
Oh, it's all right.
I was like, God, one day I won't have typos in my tweets, and you can't edit them, which is so stupid.
Yeah, it makes me. I delete so many tweets, and then it's the worst when someone actually likes your tweet before you find it, and you're like, shit, now I have to keep it.
Yeah, I do that on the podcast all the time. I'm like, nope, that was wrong. Oh, nope, that was supposed to have an apostrophe.
All right, what did I miss?
Okay, so I played Bloodthirsty Blade. It is equipped to the Scorpion God, so it's got +2/+0, and it's goaded, so it has to attack everyone but me every turn. And then I hit Chris for 3 with my Miri.
Cool.
And then I passed, and now it's Coil's turn.
Yeah, I've just been taking my turn forever. I am going to tap 2 to cast a Thematic Compass. And I think I'm going to main phase my Thematic Compass to go search for a basic land. I'll grab a swamp. That seems fine. And I'll play that swamp.
It's a swamp.
And then I will move to combat. I will declare Scorpion God as an attacker at Jordan. Since Andy poked Chris for 3.
Are you just going to a quick little poke to Jordan for what, 8?
It is 8. It's an 8/5 swinging.
I object to that being referred to as a quote poke. And
No, no. I said Andy poked Chris, which is why I'm swinging at you.
Either way, I want to go on record saying I hate you.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Record shows.
The record does.
Also, record puts me at 32.
Okay. Record, it's your turn.
I'm Jordan. Record is an intangible thing.
Well, unless you have a little jukebox or something to put it in.
Just getting ready to play that jukebox.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
All right.
I'm gonna go to 30 off of the 2 from Ancient Tomb.
Just
All right.
poking yourself over there.
I'm gonna get Basic Plains, Taminoa, and Zendikar Resurgent.
Ooh.
Papendapar's Perpurgent.
Pendakar's Perpurgence.
And then, do you all know what Taminoa does?
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen that card.
Whenever a non-creature source I control deals damage, I gain that much life.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm done.
All right. Let's see. The end of Jordan's turn, I'm going to tap for a red-black. And I'm going to destroy... I'm going to cast Terminate on the Taminoa. Destroy.
Boo! Why not Golos? It's such a better card.
Because you get to recast Golos.
All right. Then I'll go to my turn, and I will untap.
Oh, I had to go to discard. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm gonna solve this problem right now. I'm gonna discard Guided Passage.
Okay,
Boom.
that works. All right, I will draw my card for the turn.
You don't even have a mountain out there. I would have given you a mountain. And an Elvish
I mean,
Mystic.
I
And
do have a
Milestone.
mountain.
I'm gonna pay.
True.
I'm gonna tap for red, and I'm going to cast a Faithless Loop. So I'm gonna draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards.
All right.
I'm gonna discard Nezahal, Primal Tide, and I'm going to discard Chainer, Nightmare Adept. After that, I'm going to pay a black and a red, and I'm going to cast Animate Dead. When it enters the battle, I'm going to enchant
Camilla?
Nezahal.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And do I have anything else I'm doing this turn?
It doesn't have haste. It's fine.
I'm going to play my land for the turn. Play a command tower. And after that, I will pass turn.
Chris, how many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. And Nezahal lets you draw a card when we cast spells?
It's when you cast a non-creature spell.
Okay.
So it's basically a that 1 drop enchantment upkeep. I can't see him.
Mystic Remora.
Yes, Mystic.
Yeah,
Don't feed the fish.
I know, but that fish has gotten out of hand in many games I've played against.
I totally agree. I
So-
think you and I may be set up the best because I think we're playing the most creature heavy decks on the table.
I have 4 spells in my hand.
Oh,
man.
that's odd. I didn't
I am
realize it
going to
played that many.
swords the fish.
I'm gonna discard my hand to exile until the end of my turn.
Sure. Well, you get to draw a card first for
Yes.
casting this, and then you discard what, 3?
Then I discard. So I'm gonna discard. Jukabog. Gilded Lotus. And
And then what phase is this happening in?
This is at his end step.
So it comes back at the next end step?
I guess I'll do it on his end step.
Is that how Nezahal reads?
into a non-core. A beginning, it's owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So it'll be at the beginning of Andy's end step.
Cool.
All right. And then Animate Dead falls off, right? You blink it. Is that what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
So Animate Dead's gonna fall off and go to the graveyard. And then this is gonna exile until you
All right. Untap. Draw. I will play a well, what do I do here? Let's
Do I need to raise up my camera?
I can see all your cards
I
right
can
now.
see your cards right now, but if it gets too far out, you might need to.
All right, let me know.
Okay. I am going to cast Besmirch. Until end of turn, I gain control of Golos. It gains haste, and I untap it, and then I goad it. So I can swing it at this turn, and then it has to swing at one of my opponents on your turn.
Deal.
I will move to combat, and I will hit Chris for 3 with Miri and Coil for 3 with Golos.
We'll take 3.
I will declare Fume Spitter as a blocker
Okay.
on Golos. Before damage, I will sacrifice my Fume Spitter to put a -1/-1 counter on Miri.
Okay. So Chris, you only take 2.
Yes.
And then I end my turn.
All right. At the end of Andy's turn, Nezahal.
Yep. I will untap.
That's an Elder Dinosaur, right? Is that what Nezahal is?
Yes.
Elder
So-
Dino.
Golos is tapped right now, correct?
Correct.
And I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a swamp for turn.
I wish I drew a land the last 2 turns.
I searched for a land last turn, so that helps.
Yeah. I'm running 37 with 6 ramp spells. I figured I'd be okay.
I am going to pay 4 mana, I believe, to cast a Falcon Wrath Noble.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying 2/2. Whenever it or another creature dies, target player loses one. So it's Blood Artist. Blood Artist on a flying 2/2. And then I'm gonna move to combat. How big is Nezahal?
He's a 7/7.
I don't know if you would block if I swung at you or not. And I don't want my Scorpion God to die. So, Jordan, I'm sorry. I must swing with my Scorpion God. And I am choosing to swing at you for the second time this game.
Wonderful. What was your name again?
Chris or Andy. One of us.
He's writing your name.
I only have you down as Worm Coil Engine, and that's not your real name, so I can't come to your house and beat the ever-living
So
dust out of your rugs.
So the Coil in Worm Coil actually is my name.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now you know. I'm about a 5-hour drive northeast. We just made it. We made it for Command Fest last year. It was great. I'm swinging another 8/5.
But he's gonna come clean your rugs for real though. That's not a bad deal. Like,
I mean, I like clean rugs.
Perfect. It's a date. I'm at 22. It's a date, and I hate you.
Coil is a
22 life total. That's not really relevant. It's the 16 commander damage. I'm gonna pass the turn to you, Jordan.
Commander damage. Oh gosh.
Andy's the one who's forcing me to do this. I just want to say.
Right. Definitely not this. Yeah, definitely.
It's goated. I must swing.
You definitely don't sound like a jerk right now.
You
Coil,
are
how many lands do you have?
Beef jerky is pretty good.
Oh,
I have 6 lands.
Okay.
So maybe next turn I'll be able to flip my thematic compass, which will be very important.
All right, I'm gonna play an island per turn. Pay 4 because I have Resurgent, and play Personal Sanctuary.
Okay. In response to you, I'm gonna have a Nezahal trigger. I'm gonna draw a card.
Yep.
What's that do?
I can't be dealt damage during my turn.
During your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would it be good?
No lightning bolts on Jordan's turn.
Ancient Tomb for 3 mana and take 0 damage.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
And then activate Golos once, leaving white, blue, black, red, green, colorless, and a white floating. So enough to activate once and then 1 extra.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Hour of Devastation, Darksteel Plate, and a Proxied Arid Mesa, which I promise you I own an Arid Mesa.
You're good to go.
You're good.
It's just in a different deck.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna leave these 3 in exile. I already played a land anyway, so that guy doesn't matter. I'll just leave a white floating and activate Golos again.
Okay.
Oh, baby! So, I'm gonna exile these 3 lands I got.
That's hot.
Is that a foil Yavimaya Hollow?
No, that's in a different deck. This is a non-foil.
Okay. It's a trash card then. I'm kidding.
Listen, man, I'm sorry that my deck isn't completely foiled out. I know that there's a certain amount of foils that people expect from me. But I foil out for me, okay? Anyway. Scorpion God's toughness is still 5, right?
You're right. Absolutely. If I could put -1/-1 counters on it with his ability himself, totally would. But not allowed to. Card says.
So Nicol Bolas encourages you to do the Nicol Bolas thing and play the card that has his glorious visage all over.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. But at this point, it would kill Falconwrath Noble, Miri, my own Golos, and then Nezahal is
A 7/7.
Yeah. So he would live.
He would live.
And the Scorpion guy would go back to Coil's hand.
Yeah, because it's going to my graveyard.
Yeah, exactly. And Chris, you'll note, if I clear the path for you, you also get to draw a card and then attack Coil.
That is very true.
So I'll play Hour of Devastation.
Your dragon god approves.
I am
How many
devastated.
cards do you have in your hand right now, Chris?
3.
How much does it cost to activate the Nezahal ability?
3.
Did you
Well,
already...
I have a cast trigger on the stack.
You do have a cast trigger on the
Yeah.
stack. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so I would have. Are you responding to the trigger?
I am thinking about it like real hard. No, we'll be friends. I haven't swung at you yet. We'll stay friends. I'm gonna I guess I will respond to the trigger. It shouldn't matter when I respond as long as I do it before things die. I'm gonna pay 3 mana to put a -1/-1 counter on Falconwrath Noble.
Okay.
All right. My Miri dies with a minus counter on it.
Woo! My Falconwrath Noble dies with a minus counter on it. My Scorpion God will die, not with a -1/-1 counter on it. So, is when Golos dies, is it going to graveyard or to command zone?
Command zone.
Okay, so I will have 3 Falconwrath Noble triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, you can't take damage on your turn.
But Falconwrath is lose life, isn't it?
Target player, oh, it is loss of life. Yeah, but I've already hit you for 16, so we're going to do all 3 to Andy, because he's unscathed right now.
Just to interject real quick, Jordan, did you cast that Dark Steel Plate as well?
No.
You haven't cast it yet? Okay.
Nezahal is out, though, right?
He is still out, yes.
2 effective toughness remaining.
Correct.
I will now cast the Dark Steel Plate,
Shock
All right.
it.
All
and then
right.
I'm done.
All right. I will.
I'll return Scorpion God to my hand.
All right. I will go to my turn and untap. And draw my card for the turn.
Oh, I forgot to draw my 2 cards for my -1/-1 counters.
Coil,
Man,
how did
Coil's
you-
at
oh, you
43
gained
life. That's a lot of life, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
I haven't taken any damage yet.
I'm going to play Watery Grave untapped and take 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Try and update my life total without enlarging my screen. There we go. All right. After that, I'm going to pay a black and colorless, and I'm going to cast Waste Not.
Oh, no.
So Waste Not's an enchantment for 1 in the black that says whenever an opponent discards a card, I create a 2/2 zombie. Whenever an opponent discards whenever discards a creature card, I create a 2 zombie. Whenever they discard a land card, I get 2 black mana, and whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, I draw a card.
Okay.
Love it.
Andy, how many cards do you have in your
I have 5.
Coil? How many cards do you have?
7.
And Jordan, how many cards do you have in your
6.
6? I'm going to pay a black, a blue, a red, and a black. And I'm going to cast Whispering Madness. Whispering Madness, for 2, a blue, and a black, is a sorcery. It says each player discards their hand and draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded this way.
Thank you.
So we are all going to discard our hands, and since Coil she had 7, we would all draw 7 cards.
So when I discard my commander here, since
I would still get the trigger from it because because it's still being discarded. It's changing zones as opposed to going to the graveyard as a part.
Doesn't the Scorpion God require it go from the battlefield to the graveyard? If you discard it, it doesn't come back to hand, does it?
So I'm gonna have it go to command zone.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it would be considered a replacement effect, and it doesn't count as being
So
discarded.
you're still taking the action of discarding it, but
Mhm.
instead of it changing zones, you're choosing to move it. Instead of
Right,
it going into the graveyard, it's going to the
It
command.
doesn't have to. It doesn't have to hit graveyard for the discard trigger to happen.
Correct, because you're still taking that action to discard it in order for that effect to take place.
Okay, I have no responses.
Me either.
Okay. So I got a zombie from Coil.
Okay.
2 zombie, 3 zombie from me,
So I got 3 zombies from Coil,
and then 4 card draws.
and then 4 card draws.
I'm discarding 2 creatures and 2 instants and an enchantment.
All right. So
So far,
Okay.
no mana.
no mana so far. So I get 2 creatures from Andy, and then another 3 card draw.
And I draw 7.
And then Jordan, what are you discarding?
So I'm discarding a land and then 5 non-creature non-lands.
So I will draw 5 more cards and get 2 black.
One of which is Radiate, which if you don't know what that card does, you should look it up because it's sweet.
That Radiate with Chaos Warp is hilarious.
No, I don't want to ever do that. I've had it done to me. It took like 45 minutes for that game to end, and at the end I felt very sad.
Yeah, that kind of. I didn't say I approve. I would do it, but it's fun. So I'm going to Cipher. So Whispering Madness also has Cipher. This says when I may exile a spell card and code it on a creature I control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, I may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying mana cost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to Cipher Whispering Madness onto Nezahal.
Okay.
All right, and then before I do anything else, I need to look and see what all I just drew.
Yeah. Do you want to discard it again? Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you just want to save it.
You currently have double black floating from Waste Not, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, I'm marking it right here with this dice right here. I'm just gonna put that on it. That way, know what I have. So
So why are there 2 +1/+1 counters on Waste Not? I'm so confused.
the 2. I'm keeping track
It
of my
was a
black
joke.
mana.
That was a joke.
Right.
That was a joke. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
It looks like a creature,
It does.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
and then they made a creature that looks like the enchantment.
All of my jokes tonight brought to you by 1050 Imperial Stout.
Ooh, I like 1050.
It's also 10%. Or no, yeah. Where does it say on here? 10.5% alcohol by volume. So I'm gonna get sassy eventually.
You should ship me some Goose Island.
All right. I'm going to
I don't know what that means. Is that being
Coil. I'm sorry, but you're a little bit ahead. You're
Okay.
ahead of everyone else. So I'm going to swing at you for 7, and it's a May ability, so I will not use the.
Okay. I'm totally cool with that. I go down to the 36.
All right. And then I don't. I had 2 black. Actually, can I say that I cast this is a signal of that 2 black?
Sure.
I'm
All
down
right.
with that.
All right, so that's what I'm gonna do with that 2 black mana that I had floating before I went to combat, and I lost it out of my mana pool.
Yeah.
And then after that, I will go to my end step and pass the turn.
Do you have to
Did you draw
discard down? Or no?
Nizahal gives me no maximum.
Oh
hand
my
size.
goodness.
Andy, I bet you and I both just drew into lands though, so we're good there.
I'm playing a mountain,
Yeah.
and I'm passing my turn.
I
Oh
am
no!
untapping.
One of my favorite things to do is to cast like a time twister on
Draw.
turn 2, just so that everyone gets a forced mulligan. And
Yeah.
occasionally somebody just gets 7 lands, and it's just so good because like I didn't make you discard your hand. I didn't stop you from playing, but oh man, are you not going to play Magic for the next couple of turns?
Yeah, that happens.
I'm gonna play my favorite land in this deck,
It is.
Forbidden Orchard.
Hell yeah!
Makes a spirit, and then you kill the spirit.
Yeah, like draw a card. It's awesome. I love it. I am going to cast my commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna leave up 2 mana.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to say go. Pass to Jordan. think I do run a Terminate somewhere in this deck. Discarded my unlicensed Disintegration. You know what Darth Vader always says? Bring them back alive. No disintegrations.
I don't know why I decided biker.
I need less lands in my hand now.
Is it still your
Dude.
turn?
No. I passed
Oh,
turn
you
to
passed?
Jordan.
Oh, it's Jordan's turn.
He
Oh.
untapped, so I assume
okay.
he's going.
Okay.
I think he
Uh-oh.
might be having some audio issues.
Uh-oh. Oh, I do see. We lost him in the Discord.
We might
Oh.
join the whereby, I guess.
We can try that. Let me mute this.
Jordan, are you having audio issues? Or Discord issues?
I'm definitely having Discord issues. I'm not sure what's going on.
But we can hear you from whereby, so let's just switch our audio to whereby. That works.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
No worries. We can hear you, so the show will continue.
All right, Chris, how many cards in hand? Like 1 million?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ooh.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I guess. Ugh, God, this is so bad. I'm gonna tap Ancient Tomb for 3 and take no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For 5, I'm gonna play Prismatic Geoscope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For red. To let you know about the class of cards that I'm playing in this deck, I'm going to pay 3, leave 1 floating. I'm going to play Mercurial Chemister.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that card.
Which, I don't know if you're familiar with this art, but I love it.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Also, this card is terrible. I'm going to draw from the Zendikar Resurgent trigger.
Yep.
So very
Wow,
good.
that's nothing like playing your artifact after you drew the land that cares about artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
like I just drew the land that likes artifacts, and I played my only artifact in hand already.
Yep.
Using the 1 floating from Chemister, I'm gonna pay 6 and cast Golos.
You got
Draw a card
Golos.
from Zendikar Resurgent, and then I'm gonna go get a land and put it on the back. And then I'm done.
All right. I will untap.
Just gonna go get Yavimaya Hollow.
And draw my card for the turn.
Or actually, no, that got exiled by my my bad luck.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go get Volrath's Stronghold.
I'm going to go ahead and play an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Everyone has swamps.
Yay! In my Naya deck.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I could hypothetically use those. Thank you.
Now my Vivid Crag taps for black without removing a charge counter.
Now my land that cares about artifacts taps for mana.
That's true. Ooh, a workshop.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like I said, this deck is the opposite of budget, but like it's not good.
It's done fun things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Okay.
take 15 damage.
16.
That was Coil's
16.
fault. Blame Coil.
That was that bloodthirsty blade that's still over there on Andy's
All right.
battlefield.
I'll play Reborn for the turn. After that, I'm going to. Got 8 mana available to me.
8 mana. Got a little. Oh, tried to clear up a little bit.
So I have that option here.
I just got really good news. I just got my acceptance into the Magic Content Creator Program.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to... Coil, what creatures were in your graveyard that you discarded?
I discarded an Archfiend of Ifnir and a Soul Snuffers. The other 2 cards that I didn't discard were Falconwrath Noble and Fume Spitter.
Okay. What about you, Andy?
I have a Miri, Weatherlight Duelist, Thalia, Heretic Cathar, Grenzo Havoc Razor, and those are my only creatures.
Okay.
So I'm a bad person, Chris. I forgot that I was at 8 cards during my turn, so I'm going to go to discard.
It's all right.
And I'm going to discard a Mishra's Workshop.
Okay.
So you get black.
All right. Well, I had nothing to use that on. Yeah, I had nothing to use it on, so that's all good.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
why.
did I have anything to use it on? I technically would have had 3 mana. No. All right, that's all good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tap for a black. I'm going to tap the Chivalry for a black to tap into my Izzet Signet for a blue and a red, so I have 4 floating. And then a red and a black. And I'm going to cast Command the Dreadhorde.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
So I'm going to target Chainer, Nightmare Adept.
Kaminoa likes Command the Dreadhorde a lot.
So I'm going to choose Chainer. I'm going to choose Andy's Grenzo.
I've got Kaminoa and I've got Chandra Flamecaller in my graveyard.
Okay.
So I just want to point out, if you want to take some extra damage, you could get back Chandra Flamecaller and Kaminoa, and then -4 Chandra to deal 4 damage to each creature on the battlefield. And then
Screw that. Wheel yourself with Chandra with an Archfiend of Ifnir out and put -1/-1 counters on everything.
So there's a lot of options here for you.
So
and I want
let's
to go on
see.
record saying that I don't like you.
I am actually going to settle with just the Chainer and the Grenzo, because that's all. Oh, actually, I have 6 damage I have totaled up so far. That isn't too bad. I think I'm also going to take. Archfiend of Ifnir is 5, so I take 9. Yeah, I'll grab the Archfiend of Ifnir.
You have an
And
Archfiend, my liege.
My liege.
And Jordan, I'm gonna pass on the Planeswalker on both of those for right now.
Hi, Sir Davos. Thanks for joining.
So I have 1, 2, 4, 6 from the Grenzo, and then Archfiend of Ifnir, so that's 5. So I'm gonna lose a total of 9 life from Command the Dreadhorde.
We're in danger. There's a lot
I'm gonna
happening
go to
right
24.
now.
All right, now Grenzo reads that whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you may have that player become goaded. Is that correct?
Grenzo, yeah, you can do 2. When it deals combat damage to a player, you either goad a creature they control, or exile the top card of that player's library until end of turn. You can cast it and spend mana as though it were any color to cast that card.
Is it only when Grenzo does the damage?
Whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player.
Okay, so I can effectively goad everyone at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Grenzo is what, a 2/2?
A 2/2.
2/2. Okay. Make a Grenzo. I'm gonna make an Archfiend. Archfiend's a 5/4.
5/4 flying. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature your opponents control.
Okay. All right. All these have haste because of Chainer. Let's see. So I have 2 mana open to me at this point. I'm going to go ahead and go to combat.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to send the Archfiend of Ifnir at Andy. Actually, our Archfiend of Ifnir at Coil. The Nezahal at Andy. And I'm going to send 5/2/2 zombies at Jordan. And I will not be attacking with Grenzo. Now, on attack, I am going to actually use the Whispering Madness ability this time, so we're all going to discard our hands and draw cards equal to the...
I am in response.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's on damage, right?
Before damage, right? You have to deal damage to use Whispering Madness, right?
No, I just have to attack with it, I think. Let me see. Actually, I think I do have to deal damage with it. Yeah, I do have to deal combat damage with it. You're correct, Andy.
Okay, so before damage, I am going to Word of Seizing with split second to gain control of Nezahal.
All right, well, that's on the stack, so I cannot use its abilities.
Correct.
Or any abilities or anything. So you have...
no.
You get to draw a card.
You do.
Because it is on cast. Okay.
I like the cards in my hand, and I haven't cast some of them, so I kind of wanted to keep this hand.
Makes sense.
I figured Word of Seizing was a cool card to use last second.
And then did you... Oh, no. The trigger still goes on the stack for Nezahal, though.
Well, he didn't deal combat damage. Andy did it before.
Nezahal's cast trigger from...
Oh, yes, the cast trigger, yes. So I drew the card already from that.
Okay.
So at this point, that's resolved. Andy has Nezahal right now, and I still have a 5/4 archery with flying of Ifnir coming at Coil, and 5/2/2 zombies coming at Jordan.
I declare no blocks.
I'll block 2 of the zombies.
All right, so you will take 6 damage, Jordan. You're both going to be goaded. You cannot attack me next turn, but you have to attack someone with the creatures that you control.
Do you goad creatures with Grenzo or players?
It's target creature they control.
Oh, it's target creature. Okay, I thought goad was on a player. Okay,
It's for each creature though that dealt damage. You'd goad for each creature that dealt damage.
So in that case, I'm going to go to Scorpion God, and then I had 3 zombies that still connect with Jordan, so I'm just going to go to all 3 of Jordan's creatures.
I have 2 creatures, sir.
It's true.
Oh, wait a second. That's right. You have 2. That have. Sorry, I mistook the enchantment, the white enchantment.
So you can do one of the extra abilities where you can exile the top card of that player's library and cast it for any color mana.
Yes. So I'm gonna Jordan. I'm gonna exile the top card of your library, and I need to know what it is.
Lava Ball Trap.
What is that?
Oh, Lava Ball Trap.
You don't play with Lava Ball Trap?
All right.
I mean, of course I do, but why don't you explain it for everyone else who doesn't know what Lava Ball Trap is?
Cool.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be paying. I can't pay the alternate cost for that. So that's going to just be in exile.
So what is it though? Let's tell everyone what it is.
So it's the instant trap, subtype trap.
Okay.
6 mana, red, so 8 mana in total. Destroy 2 target lands. Lava Ball Trap deals 4 damage to each creature. If an opponent had 2 or more lands in the battlefield under his or her control this turn, you may pay 3 red rather than 8.
Okay.
Sweet.
We've had Lava Ball Trap cast on our stream. Check that one off the bucket list.
No, it's not cast.
It's not cast. I can't pay
revealed.
For it.
Revealed on stream.
I do have to pay for it. Yeah, that I kind of suspected something with that. Damn it.
Oh boy.
All right. So after that, I will go ahead and go to my end step. Nezahal will come back.
Yep.
Since he comes back as a new permanent, Whispering Madness will not be ciphered onto him anymore. So the Whispering Madness will be in exile.
The cool part is that the deck that's playing Lava Ball Trap is also playing Mishra's Workshop.
All right, Chris, and you passed, or do you have
Yeah.
to discard?
No, because I have no maximum hand size.
Oh, that's right. It comes back before. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, draw. I'm gonna play an Ash Barrens, and then I'm gonna play a Mist Meadow Skulk. Lifelink 1/1 with protection from CMC 3 or greater.
Nice.
All right.
And I will pass my turn.
At the end of your turn, I am going to tap my Vivid Crag as a mountain and my Forbidden Orchard. I will give
Excuse me.
I will give Jordan a 1/1 because I have 16 commander damage on him. I'm going to cycle a Blasted Landscape. So, Chris, you get to add 2 black mana to your mana pool.
I have
All
the
right.
appropriate spirit token.
Nice. So, anything before my draw, Chris?
Nope.
All right, I will draw. And then I will untap. And I will draw.
Untap and draw. No,
I'm going to play...
Chris is playing Nicol Bolas. Hey, Kyle. Yes. Ooh, the chat is saying lava ball trap ! You got you. It's all here, folks. You've seen it all now.
I mean, Hour of Devastation with Lava Ball Trap or Taminoa, I gain so much life.
So much life.
Or like Taminoa and Chandra? Oh yeah. When is the last time you saw a Mana Barbs on the battlefield?
It's been a minute. I played in my Torbrand deck, but I don't play it very often. Like, I don't get
Probably,
mana bars very often.
Taminoa.
Yeah, why not? You guys have Mogus Group Slug.
That's true. That's true.
So I am going to tap...
Jordan is playing Golos Tireless Pilgrim.
I'm going to tap 7 mana. I'm going to cast a Grave Betrayal.
Oh no.
And then I'm going to move to my end step, and my Thematic Compass will flip.
It flips.
During my upkeeps before I draw for turn, I'm going to Volrath Stronghold, put Taminoa on top of my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes, Chris has control of my Grenzo Havoc Razor. And so many zombies.
It's zombilicious.
So, red, green, white. Leaving red, green, white floating from Zendikar Resurgent. I'm going to play Taminoa. Draw a card.
Yep. Oh, did you get your Nezahal draw off me, Chris?
Oh, I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
Red, green, white. Oh no! I don't have double red. Play a Windswept Heath. I'm going to crack it immediately and go to 15.
Oh boy.
15 life, but you have that 1/1 blocker now, so...
Yeah, that's why you and I are not enemies.
That's right.
In game.
Yeah, outside of game, dire enemies.
You're gonna get your rug beat.
That's right. I just feel like we have like an employee-employer relationship at that point. It's not even enemies. I would like to hire you.
All right, so I had red, green, white floating. I'm going to float red, red, white, white. So I have red, green, white, and a white floating. I'm going to play Repercussion.
This card is really good.
Whenever a creature is dealt damage, this card deals that much damage to that creature's controller.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, in response to casting that, I'm gonna trigger and draw a card.
Jordan's like, we're speeding up the clock, guys. This is what's happening here. This game's going to end in like 3 turns.
I'm going to float blue, leaving a blue floating. I'm going to play Flip Jace, which I keep them separate because I don't like unsleeving stuff to flip it over.
Sure.
Fair.
I'm going
That's
to
what
draw
I
a card
did.
from Zendikar Resurgent. Baby.
JVP.
I get to do one of my favorite plays in this entire deck. I'm going to tap Prismatic Geoscope for 5.
Okay.
I'm going to play Ral Zarek.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rail. Rail's great.
I'm going to +1 to tap target permanent, then untap another target permanent. I've got a red floating. I'm going to untap Prismatic Geoscope
Mm-hmm.
and tap something.
Not my Skulk. It has protection from CMC 3 or greater.
Foiled again.
You want to tap my Grave Betrayal?
No. I mean, I do, but that doesn't accomplish anything. Much like most of this deck. Let's tap Scorpion God?
Sad face.
That was a good choice. That was a good choice.
I disagree. Only because it's me.
You are at 31 with a Grave Betrayal out and essentially a Maze of Ith.
Uh-huh.
All right. What else?
But Jordan just has a pile of things out that all do big things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is the most accurate way to describe this deck in the history of the world.
Just a pile of things that do lots of other things.
I'm gonna tap Geoscope for 5. It's gonna be. I have 6 mana in my pool. Let's just make it all red. I'm gonna play Dictate of the Twin Gods.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Gross.
And then I'm going to use one of those red mana floating to activate Mercurial Chemister, targeting Nezahal.
What's that do? What are you doing?
You don't know what Mercurial Chemister does?
I cut it from all the precons. I don't remember what it does.
So you do get you draw a card and then you discard a card and he takes damage equal to the CMC of the discarded card, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I get first. I need to draw my card for Dictate of the Twin Gods. But yeah. So. Oh boy.
What?
So.
And it's gonna be double damage.
Oops. So I discard it.
Chad is saying, what even is this Golos deck? It's Golos that does big crazy things.
What'd you discard as part of the activation cost?
Furnace of Wrath.
Okay, so that's 4 damage,
8. Well, it'll be 4 damage dealt to it, which will be doubled to 8 from
which will
Dictate.
deal to 8. In response, I'm going to discard. If that betrays. Buried Alive and a swamp. Actually, I'm not going to discard Buried Alive. I'm going to start 2 swamps to activate Nezahal's ability.
How many cards left in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect. That's the exact number I wanted.
Any Nezahal Blinky.
Blinky blink.
And then, I don't know. Like, I got a ton of options of bad things to do. I'm gonna tap Ancient Tomb for 3 and equip Darksteel Plate to Golos.
All right.
So I've got a bunch of stuff in play. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Other than that, I'm done.
All right. I will go to my untap step. Untap me zombies. At the end of Jordan's turn, Nizahal had returned. Oh, you know what, Jordan? You're supposed to attack with all your creatures that someone not me because of Grenzo, Grenzo's ability last turn.
So that means Golos and my
Uh,
spirit token?
The
Yeah,
spirit
because
token.
it says the Mercurial Chemistry was tapped.
Yep.
So we're
Let's
just gonna say
send...
Is anybody else hearing double audio right now?
Yeah, Jordan
Yes.
rejoined Discord.
Oh, okay.
No, my Discord is closed.
No, it's not.
It really?
It does show you a Discord again.
yes.
Hold on, that might be on my phone.
Okay. No, Grenzo. So chat. The Grenzo says whenever a creature deals damage to a player, choose one. Whenever a creature you choose one. So.
Alright, I had connected with 2 zombies on Jordan on my
You
last
did.
turn.
3 zombies. He only had 2 creatures.
Correct.
It was
So I exiled the top
Golos.
cards out of it.
It wasn't the spirit token.
No, it was Golos and
It was
whatever.
Mercurial. It was Mercurial Chemistry and Golos because at the time Mercurial Chemistry was not tapped.
Right.
So he would only
Golos
be
has to attack.
yes.
Let's try.
All right, so since we all forgot that, can I redo the equip
Well,
and
let's-
put it on Tamino?
Before we do that, let's try to figure out the audio.
Actually,
because we're doubling right now.
Yeah, I mean that's fine with me personally.
Can you just kick Jordan from the Discord chat, Andy?
Can I? I don't know. I don't.
Oh, he left his camera feed left there. Oh, there we go. He's back.
Yeah, I'm checking to see why things are echoing. It's as far as I can tell, it's not on me.
Just can you right click him and like?
Let's see. Oh, I can mute you. Okay, try it again, Jordan. Say something.
I mean, I'm not going to say the word something because that's what people would expect me to do because it'd be a terrible joke.
That's better. Now I don't hear double. Yeah, I was able to mute you in the Discord.
Yeah, each person has to go in and individually do it.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. So now we're gonna wind it back, right? And we have
Yes.
the Golos, but it has
Yes.
dark steel plate on it, so it's indestructible.
He was saying that he would have equipped the Dark Steel Plate to the
Taminoa.
weird cold snap creature. Yes.
I don't care. That's fine then. If we're gonna wind it back,
Yeah, that's
then. But then the
Yeah, 'cause,
Golos
like,
is
if I'm
just gonna
attacking-
swing.
Big dumb artifact idiot and my spirit token, then
Your spirit token actually isn't goaded because I specifically goaded your Mercurial Chemister and your Golos. So you
Oh,
just have to
even
attack with the
better.
Golos.
Right.
cool. I'll send it at Andy. Andy,
Wow. Okay, I have protection from it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I attacked you.
All right, I block it. It takes
All
no
right.
No
damage.
damage is done.
But
right,
I
that-
do gain 1 though, right? Because I deal 1 to it, or do I not even? I have.
Yeah,
life
you-
link.
You're gonna
Yeah.
gain 2 because it's gonna deal 1 damage doubled to Golos.
Yes.
That's true.
All damage is doubled right now.
Oh, you guys are in danger. I'm at 39 again.
And then
All right.
Repercussion saw Golos being dealt 2 damage, so it's gonna try to deal me 2 damage, which is doubled to 4 from Dictate,
But it's your turn.
so I can't be dealt damage.
Nice.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, which I could have just called it miss trigger, but not too much a change. So I'm gonna go my turn on tap and
You
draw.
let me gain 2 life. That's what changed.
That is true. That is true.
It's gonna if you win with 2 life, Andy.
Then we can all thank Chris.
I'm gonna play an island for my land for the turn, and then
Yeah,
I'm
this year I
going.
feel like a dummy. I forgot what the name of our Twitch channel is.
Oh, this one is, so it's twitch.tv/ATFLOURY. So AT Flory.
Okay, cool. That makes more sense.
I can probably actually, I should probably put my username on here anyway, so. All right. Chris, continue with your turn.
Yes. Oh boy. So that enchantment, Jordan, that one only prevents damage during your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna scoot my graveyard over here a little bit and try and clean up my my display.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to pay 2 black and tap a black into my Izzet Signet, so I have 4 floating, and then tap my island for 5, and I'm going to cast Final Parting. I'm going to search my library for 2 cards and put one in my hand and the other into my graveyard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ruh-roh. This could be a World Order Dragon combo.
Let's see.
Oh, wait. No, that's just my stupid Lysolda deck. What's your win con, Andy? Only one.
Okay.
I think this is the first time I've ever actually had Grenzo out on the battlefield in this deck, and by me I mean my opponent has my Grenzo.
Yep.
I'm really excited though for this deck. There's 4 new cards from the new commander set that came out that have gold that matter in my colors. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I am very excited for those.
Okay, I'm going to put Psychosis Crawler into my graveyard.
But
And I'm going to choose this card to put into my hands.
what'd you choose to put in your hand?
The world may never know.
I hope you never cast it.
Suddenly I'm going to tap for a black with my mountain, thanks to Urborg. I'm going to cast Reanimate, targeting my Psychosis Crawler.
Mm-hmm.
I have no response.
Me either.
All right. Psychosis Crawler will enter the battlefield, and I will lose 5 life from Reanimate. It is not damage, it is life. That is very important right now.
I wish it was damage. That'd be way better.
I'm going to tap for a blue, a colorless, and a black, and I'm going to cast Windfall.
Responses to Andy.
Sure. I am going to cast Arachnogenesis.
Okay.
So I'm going to prevent combat damage dealt to me by non-spiders this turn.
Isn't it all combat damage?
Oh yeah, it is all combat damage that would be dealt by non-spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I will also respond. I'm going to tap 3. With the Forbidden Orchard tap, I will give Andy a 1/1 spirit.
I got a spirit.
You tapped my Scorpion God, Jordan. Okay.
I know.
I thought we were friends.
The worst.
I'm gonna cast a Grim Affliction to put a -1/-1
Wait.
counter on target creature, and then proliferate, targeting Grenzo.
Okay. So he will immediately die and go to Andy's graveyard.
And then to my battlefield.
Coil, are you impressed that I have the
He doesn't go to your
token?
battlefield until the end of turn.
You are correct. I will draw a card though from Scorpion God because he died with a -1/-1 counter on him.
Coil, are you impressed that I have that 1/1 spirit, the ground spirit?
I am, because I don't even think. Oh no, I do have one. I don't have them in my pile of tokens down here though.
Okay, so I have a card draw from Arachnogenesis and the card draw from Coil's
Grim Affliction.
Grim Affliction.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And then Jordan, do you have any responses?
To be sad.
All right.
Windfall.
So Windfall resolves. I discard 13 cards.
I have 4.
I'm discarding 2 lands and 4 non-creature non-lands.
I'm discarding 2 non-creature non-lands and 1 land.
All right.
I'm discarding 2 non-creature non-lands, a creature, and a land.
All right. So, let's see here. Just trying to get my hand in my graveyard. All right. So I'm just starting with Andy. I just want to double check what. So Andy, you had what again?
2 non-creature non-lands, a creature, and a land.
All right. So I have 2 black mana and another zombie. I'll use a different dice. I'll use the white dice to show which zombies have summoning sickness. And then Coil, what'd you have again?
2 lands, so 4 black mana.
Okay.
And
so
then 4 non-creature non-lands, so 4 card draws.
okay.
I'm playing Marisi, Breaker of the Coil. Chat.
Okay. And then Jordan, what did you discard?
I discarded a Proxied Bloodstained Mire, an Anguish Unmaking, and a Nicol Bolas Dragon God.
Ooh.
Okay, so I will draw a card and get another.
Draw
Or,
2.
no, I'll draw 2 cards, yes. All right, and then we are all going to draw
13?
13 cards.
All right.
I'm going to have 13 Psychosis Crawler triggers.
There are also 13 Archfiend of Ifnir triggers.
This is stupid.
Psychosis Crawler deals damage, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
And that damage is doubled, right?
That damage is doubled right now.
Yep. Yeah. So we take 26.
You guys take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So,
7, 8, 10, 11,
I'm
12,
gonna die
13.
before all the damage is doubled.
So you guys took 8 just from the Waste Not triggers before.
So that's 16 off the Waste Not triggers, right?
So Waste Not triggers would happen after. So,
They
what was
would.
it? So I cast Waste Not triggers happen after. So first you're going to take the 13 times 2. You're going to take the 26 damage from the Windfall.
Okay.
And then the Waste Not triggers would resolve after that. 5,
So
6, 7, 8,
I go to
9.
13 off of that 26 damage.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And then we take
And then
8.
you're going to take 16 because I drew 8 cards from all you guys from the Waste Not.
Well,
So,
wait.
Jordan
hold on.
will be dead.
Jordan's dead before that happens off the Waste Not.
Does he die just from the Windfall triggers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause I'm at 50.
So then then at that point at that point then it's just 8.
All right. So I go to 5.
I die as well.
No, but he can't swing at me, you guys. Can't swing because
12.
Arachnogenesis fogged it.
But my cards are all so bad. I should have won. Well, except for these cards are good. Ignore those. The rest of these, very bad.
So-
All right. So I have 8 black mana floating.
Can you deal 5 to me?
I am going to let's see.
Oh,
one-
now you put 13 -1/-1. Oh no, you don't have Archfiend anymore. The triggers are on the stack still though.
The triggers are on the stack still, so those I do actually get to kill Andy's creatures.
Is it Archfiend putting the counters?
Yes.
So Miss Meadow has protection from
It just
For your graveyard. So I will just kill your spirit.
Okay.
it doesn't
It
target.
doesn't target though.
Oh, it doesn't
so-
target? Oh, then yeah, then you're
Oh,
good.
it's each. You're correct. It's each.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 1 of the floating black mana for Soul Ring, 2 for a Talisman of Dominance, and then I'm going to use 2 for Nightscape Familiar
Uh-huh.
and Then use the 3 and the Soul Ring to cast a Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Oh,
And my
enough.
devotion is
You
1,
got
2,
it.
3, 4. All right.
I was gonna fumigate. That was my only option. Nice. Nice. All right. Game. We'll go to game 2.
All right.
Let me mark this as a loss. Hold on.
He just like glares at me at the screen.
That was game 153 of the year.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to play for game 2. Slimefoot, the Stowaway.
Ooh.
And I changed this deck because I was only running 33 lands. Now I run at least 36.
I've had that happen so much.
You're going to get flooded this game and go, I'm going back down to 33.
I did not even realize I did it. When I finally logged it into Archidect, I said, shoot, I done messed up.
My crowning achievement was playing a, God, what was it? Guilds of Ravnica booster draft, where I had drafted 13 gates
Uh-huh.
Wow.
in paper and presenting a deck that had 13 lands in it. So my deck was 33 cards.
Oh.
Game 1, I won, oddly enough. And in game 2, I realized I'd presented a deck that was 33 cards, and I'm like, huh. So I've won game 1. I guess I drew all my gates.
Boy.
Yeah, game 2. After I presented and counted, I realized I was a little shy of 40, so I threw in some basics and got yelled at. It was great.
Nice. Very good. Very good. At least you're up to 40 and honest in game 2.
I mean, I was honest in game 1 when I said I'm bad at magic.
I will be playing Niv-Mizzet Reborn.
I'm playing Angus Mackenzie.
All right. Mr. Fogg.
I'm playing Hogaak, Arisen, Necropolis.
All right. Let's roll for first. Hopefully I don't go last again.
I do, only because that means I go first.
I got an 8.
I got a 10.
I have a 6.
You got a 10, Coil?
I did.
Oh,
6.
I'm last again. All right.
It's funny because, like, in my play group, we have whoever won the last game has to go last. But that rule is only superseded by our overarching most important rule: Soul Ring goes last.
Soul Ring goes last.
So if you have a Soul Ring in your starting hand, you have to go last.
Yep.
Free money.
That's fun.
You have to announce that you have a Soul Ring in hand. So not only do you go last, but they know one of the cards in your hand.
Yeah, advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my hand. My starting 7. It has cards I like and lands. I also like the lands, for the record.
I like these cards.
So, Jordan, you've never played against this deck before. I think Chris and Andy both have. Just so you know, it is a hodgepodge of Dredge, Reanimate, and tokens.
Some solid strategies there, just mushed together.
Oh, and lands. There's a lands matters themed in here, too.
Okay, I'm making a couple swaps real quick that I intended to do.
I like my hand.
Do you like the cards that your hands are holding?
Should I be like a hand model? What could I model on my hand? Okay.
That's what Brian Posehn, he's a comedian. I believe he was the hand model from Zoolander.
I thought that was David Duchovny.
Was it?
Yeah,
Maybe
that was
it
David
was.
Duchovny.
That was definitely David Duchovny.
Well,
But
shows
yeah,
what
I
I
thought
know.
about that too, though.
Wow, get it right, Coil.
Bye. All right. See ya.
Get off our stream. Chat just typed Hogaak with a million H's, O's, G, A's, C's, and K's.
That's like.
I'm gonna grab a new beer. Don't do anything funny while I'm gone.
All right. I'm drinking wine tonight. Can you believe that?
What? It's not
Actually,
rum and
no.
Coke.
It's not a rum and Coke, and it's Riesling, and it's pretty good. It tastes like grape juice.
I heard a can open, I thought, over there before the stream started.
Over here on me?
Yeah, I thought so.
No, I think that was Jordan.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm lame. I'm just drinking water.
Wow. Like healthy or what?
Stay hydrated.
Sheesh. We're making him sweat over here with our big plays. He's got to drink all that water.
Sorry, I'm looking like that gif of that dude sweating up a storm.
Chris.
When he got that, we had those double damage effects out and the repercussions. I was like, oh no.
Chris, chat's telling you to stop partial Parising over there. I didn't play with partial Paris, but.
Well, I don't partial Paris. At least not anymore. My store stopped doing that. I had to. I was making swaps.
Partial Paris, as long as everyone comes to the game thinking, all right, I just want to play fair Magic.
Yeah, my LGS used to do partial Paris, but then there was a period where we had a lot of guys that were playing borderline CEH decks with the casuals, and yeah.
Oh my god!
You gotta get your cards to get that Flash Hulk out.
Yeah.
Before it got banned.
Bye bye.
See ya.
The best part about the Flash banning is that I'm literally the only Magic player around that plays Flash fairly.
Did you play?
There's probably 6 other people, to be fair.
There were total 7. Is that what you're saying, Coil? 7 people total?
Yeah, unless someone had multiple personalities or something, multiple online profiles.
Gotcha.
This has 3 lands, so I'm obligated to keep it.
All right. Then we're
But
good to
Flash
go.
is so much fun when you're not being a jerk.
All right. Jordan, are you good with your hand?
I'm good.
All right. I am going to start us off. I will draw. I will play an Overgrown Tomb tapped and pass the turn.
Is it to me next?
It is.
All right.
Coil cheats at rolling dice. He goes first every week.
Yeah. Only on stream. Off stream, I roll so bad.
Thawing Glaciers, go.
All right.
Thawing Glaciers.
Yeah. It's a really good card. It's on the reserved list, and this is the reprint of it.
Yeah. Yeah. For the is that a judge promo?
I'll play Raptor Skillgate tapped and passed her.
Draw. I'm gonna play a forest, and I'm gonna pass.
Untap and draw. I am going to play a Haunted Fengraf as my land and pass the turn.
I need a Thawing Glaciers for my Omnath Locus of Rage deck.
I might have a spare.
Ooh, I'd trade. One day when we can venture out again and we can come to Chicago, or I guess I can mail it to you.
I mean, I could mail you stuff too. I do a lot of sales by mail. Anyway, I'm going to play a Fabled Passage. I'm just going to crack it now, and then Thawing Glaciers as well, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
You can go.
Tap and draw.
You may go.
I will play a Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass turn.
I will draw. I will play a forest, and then I'm going to play a Sakura Tribe Elder, and then I will pass.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to cast a Grapple with the Past, put the top 3 cards of my library into my graveyard, then I'm going to return a creature or land card from my graveyard to my hand. So I'll put a Ramunap Excavators, a Lord of Extinction, and a Titania Protector of Argoth. I'll choose to put Ramunap Excavator into my hand.
And then because of Thawing Glaciers, I'm at 8 cards, so I'm going to discard Admonition Angel.
Okay.
Untap and draw. I am going to play a Snow-Covered Forest, and then tap 3 to cast a Ramunap Excavator and pass the turn.
over.
All right. Boo. Well, let's see if this works. I'm gonna play an Azorius Chancery, bounce back an island, and say go.
It seemed to have worked.
Okay.
Are you up to 8
No.
cards in hand then?
Discard a Protean Hulk for turn.
Nice.
Ooh.
Draw my card for the turn.
Ooh, a foil.
All the cards in this deck are foiled.
I will play a.
Is Angus foil?
It's not in the deck, jerk.
I'll play a Seaman's tapped and pass turn.
I'm gonna Saxifrage
And no, not-
Highbelder for a swamp.
When
At
I
the
say
end of
all
your
the
turn.
cards, I mean the majority of them.
Sure. Swamp tapped. Shuffle up. All right. Untap, draw. I'm going to play a Cultivate. And I'm going to search for 2 lands. I'm going to grab a swamp to the battlefield, tapped, and then I'm going to put a forest in my hand and play the forest. And then I pass my turn.
I will untap and I will draw. I will tap my Overgrown Tomb for a black to cast a Reanimate targeting Protean Hulk. It's
Yeah.
7 CMC,
I'll
correct?
allow it. 7.
I'll take 7. I have a Protein Hawk.
Okay.
Gosh.
So I discarded Protean Hulk, hoping that something like that would happen because it'd be hilarious. Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Oh boy.
I am going to play a Windswept Heath. I am going to crack it to grab a forest, and to speed things up. I'm going to tap 2 to cast a Life from the Loam to return Windswept Heath to my hand, and then grab that forest, and then I'll say go.
All right. Forest has been grabbed.
Forest grabbed.
I'm gonna play a forest for turn and then play Smothering Tide.
Nice.
And then I'm done.
Okay. I will untap. Draw my card for the turn. You may have the treasure.
Yay!
I will play an Exotic Orchard. And then pass the turn.
All right. I will untap, draw my card, and then you may have your treasure.
Yay!
And I'm going to play an Overgrown Tomb, untapped, and I'm going to lose 2 life.
Exile that Protean Hulk. Do it.
No.
I cannot. I'm going to play a that token. I'm going to play Jade Mage. I can pay 3 to
It's
make
not
a
as good as
sapling.
my Pay the 2 reminder.
Oh, yeah.
And then I am going to play. I mean, Jordan, we can be friends, right? I mean, I'm going to play a
Always.
Fecundity. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from anywhere, that creature's controller draws a card.
This is the best day since yesterday.
Since yesterday. And then I
Yeah.
pass my turn.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep. I don't have any triggers. When I go to my draw, I'm going to use a replacement effect for my draw, and I'm going to dredge 3 with my Life from the Loam. So I will not be drawing a card.
Got
You
him.
should draw a card instead, though.
Animate Dead, Dark Blast, and Shambling Shell will all return, or will all go to my graveyard.
Okay.
Oh, my name is Coil. I like filling up my graveyard with dredge stuff.
I that animate that would be better in my hand, but it is what it is.
Oh gosh.
I am going to play my windswept teeth.
Windwept.
Windwept queen.
Windwept heath.
I'm gonna crack my Am I? Maybe.
Yeah. No. Well.
Maybe.
You're pulling a full
While
kombucha
Coil is
girl
thinking,
here
I
right
wanted
now.
to ask. So while Coil is thinking, I thought I would ask Chris a question. Hey, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who takes forever to play Magic?
Me. I do.
I was talking to Chris, you jerk.
Who takes forever to play Magic, Jordan?
Coil,
I
oddly
do.
enough, takes forever to play Magic.
I do. I'll move to combat. I'll declare Ramanap Excavators an attacker at Jordan.
That's fine. I have 2 beers. I've got my normal beer and my companion beer. I'm fine.
Ooh, companion beer.
I'll take 2 and go to 38. I stole that joke from Jason Alt.
That's funny.
I'll crack the windswept teeth for a forest and cast Life from the Loam again. To return the windswept teeth to my hand. And I will pass the turn after that, holding up 3 mana.
Oh my god, do I get to untap with the Smothering Tide?
Yeah.
You do.
This never happened.
He's holding
I
a
don't.
Crowsand grip is what he's holding.
You think I play removal? Come on. I don't feed the Smothering Tithe.
So I'm going to play my first non-foil card of the game, alright? Please don't hold it against me.
We will. It's okay.
I'm gonna pay 3 for a Time Twister.
Oh, I'm not. I guess I'm not mad about that.
I forgot what Time Twister does because I never get to play against it.
We each shuffle our hand and graveyard into our decks and draw 7.
Yeah.
And then
Not
are any of you
thrilled
gonna
about
pay the
that.
2 for Smothering Tide?
I'm gonna counter it with Void Slime.
Boo!
I like my hands.
Oh my god, boo!
But that was a classic with a Simic counterspell.
Yeah. That was
It's on
fantastic.
theme, right?
It was going to be a little bit too much mana.
The cool part about that is that in this deck, it's not like I'm going to accomplish anything with that mana. I'm just going to do dumb stuff anyway.
You're just gonna fog later 18 times.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm going to play a tap Thawing Glaciers, crack a treasure for a white and tap my forest, and play Sterling Grove.
Okay.
So Smothering Tithe has Trap. And I'm done.
Okay. I will go to my untapped step and draw my card for the turn. I will play a mountain for my
Did you
land
pay
for
the
the turn.
2, sir?
You got your treasure.
Pay the 2.
You
I'm gonna
didn't pay
tap.
the 2, Andy.
No, he says
I'm gonna
it's
tap
his.
for a
Jordan's
red.
holding a token that says pay the
Oh, yeah.
2.
It has a question mark after it.
Black, a white, a green,
No, I'm not gonna
Oh.
pay the 2.
red, black,
Me neither, but I don't have to.
white, blue, and a green. I'm going to cast Niv-Mizzet.
Yes.
Nivy
All
Miz.
right, so I will reveal the top 10 cards of my library. We have Command Tower, Shelter Thicket, Gerard, Weatherlight Hero, Shardless Agent, Jesse and Zombies, Fires of Invention,
Oh boy.
Can't get that.
Final Parting, 1,
Can't
2,
get
3,
that.
4, 5, 6, 7, Find in Finality, and then Blood Crypt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, Violent Outburst.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, you are at 40 life right now, right?
Yes, I am at 40 life.
Okay. I was like, I don't know how you got that.
So
low.
for Gruul, I'm going to take Violent Outburst. For Golgari, I'm going to take Find in Finality. For Demir, I will take Jesse and Zombies. For Simic, I will take Shardless Agent. And for Boros, I will take Gerard, Weatherlight Hero. And then the rest of these will go on the bottom of my library in a random order. So I'm just going to shuffle, and put those on there. And then that's going to conclude my turn. I will need to discard down. So I will need to discard cards.
Untap. I will draw, and then I will eek. Ah! I'm not gonna pay the 2. No. All right, I'm gonna play.
Wait, you didn't pay the 2?
No, I'm not paying. No. I'm gonna pay. So I play Unclaimed Territory, and I'm gonna choose creature type Fungus. And then I'm gonna. Well, let's see. I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna play Slimefoot.
Okay.
And then Jordan, do you have a creature over there?
No.
All right, I'm gonna hit you for 2 with my Jade Mage.
I just got attacked by a Jade Mage?
You did. Is this a first for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been playing Magic since 2003. I'm pretty sure that's a first.
You just got smacked by a foil Jade Mage.
I just got.
And then I pass my turn.
I am going to untap. When I go to my draw, I will instead dredge 3 with Life from the Loam.
So you are not going to end up paying 2.
Yeah, I'm not going to draw a card. I'm Bajuka Bog, Lotus Cobra, and Gemstone Mine have entered my graveyard.
Okay.
Coil as a jerk is being held up on stream again.
Dude,
I don't like feeding the fish.
Treasure.
I don't like feeding the fish.
Give me a treasure.
Give him a treasure. Give him a treasure.
Don't
He's
be
only got
suspicious.
three.
Don't be suspicious.
I mean, I guess if I think about it, the treasure that I have been given is hanging out with you 3.
Aww.
I have to make that into a clip now for the channel.
That'll be our first clip, won't it?
Probably, yeah. I have not made any clips.
I am going to play Gemstone Mine from my graveyard.
Gemstone Mine.
Who's Gemstone Mine?
That's my Gemstone Mine. Mine.
Mine?
I am going to move to combat. What's Slimefoot's power toughness?
2, 3.
Okay. I am going to swing Ramanap Excavator at Jordan.
God!
And I'm going to swing Protean Hulk at Chris.
How big is Protean Hulk again?
Is a 6/6.
It is a 6/6. I will take 6.
Bummer. Niv-Mizzet is not down.
Bummer.
Main phase 2. I'll use my Gemstone Mine to tap for a black. I'll tap 5 to cast a Living Death.
Okay.
I'm unaffected.
Okay.
Well, in response, I'm going to pay 4 and I'm going to make a Saproling.
Sure.
I'm not even going to put it out because it's going to die. So.
Okay.
So this happens. So Fecundity triggers for everybody who's putting their creature in the graveyard. They're going to draw a card.
Yeah, so Protean Hulk will trigger for Jordan.
Okay.
Because it's its owner, correct?
Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard, that creature's controller draws a
Oh,
card.
dope.
Yes.
So I'm having 2 go, and I'm not paying Jordan, obviously. So you're going to get 2 treasures off me drawing my 2 cards.
Awesome.
So
I'm at 5 treasures. Anyone else?
You may have 2.
Hell yeah. I'm at 7 treasures.
So I'm gonna have 2 happen.
In a real deck, that would actually matter.
I am going to dredge one of them and draw the other one and not pay.
I'm at 8 treasures?
You're at 8 treasures. Cyclonic Rift right now.
I don't play that in any deck.
Well, actually, sorry. So they would happen individually. So I'm dredging 3 on the first one, and I did hit another dredge on the second. So I'm going to dredge the second draw trigger as well.
Okay.
I'm at 7 treasures.
7 treasures. Still enough if you did run the Cyclonic Rift, but you don't.
Yeah, but I refuse to run that card on principle.
I hear ya. I run it in a few decks. I do. I'll be honest.
So I have a Titania trigger to return a land to the battlefield.
I'm sorry, Sakura Tribuilder comes back. That's exciting. I forgot I had that in the graveyard.
I have triggers that go on the stack, and they will resolve before you use Coil.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess technically your triggers would resolve before those draw triggers as well.
Sakura Tribuilder enters, and there's nothing else now. So no trigger from me.
Goblin Dark Dweller is going to enter the battlefield. I'm going to cast Living End from my graveyard without paying its mana cost and exile it.
So this would have happened before the draws occurred. Correct?
No, it says whenever a creature hits the graveyard from play, that creature's controller draws a card.
Yeah, so Living Death resolves.
Living Death has to resolve completely first. So before creatures come on the battlefield, everyone has their draw triggers go onto the stack, and then each person controls their own triggers. So, and then
it's a good thing we have 2 level 1 judges here for this interaction.
Well, because I dredged a bunch on my draws, which is why I'm saying this.
So those draw triggers would go on the stack, and then they would still be on the stack as Living Death is resolving. So Living Death has to resolve first before anything else can resolve on the stack. So the creatures have entered the battlefield at this point.
So I'm going to put all these cards back on top of my library and this Dark Blast back in my graveyard.
Okay. So the creatures have entered the battlefield. At this point, their triggers also go on the stack.
Yes.
Yep.
I have 1 trigger on the stack.
We still have all the draw triggers on the stack. So these 2. So at that point.
Oh, I also have my Protean Hawk trigger.
Yes.
I'm
so
putting
this
my 2 cards back because I had
the Ravager is on the top stack. So at this point, Goblin Dark Dweller's trigger is going to resolve first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Living End.
Okay.
So we're going to reverse all of this.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to each sacrifice the creatures that just entered the battlefield.
Can I respond to sack my Sakura Tribuilder now?
In response to Goblin Dark Dweller's trigger going on the stack, you could sacrifice the Sakura Tribuilder because you have a chance to respond to its trigger going on the stack.
Yeah, I'm going to do that and get a land.
I'm also going to sacrifice my Shambling Shell to put a +1/+1 counter on my Lotus Cobra.
All right, so you're both also going to draw a card from having a creature die from Fecundity.
So first I have to shuffle, then I'm going to draw a card. And I have 2 draws still on the stack.
Yeah, I'm going to expend my draw trigger to dredge my Dark Blast for 3.
Okay. All right, so at this point, Goblin Dark Dweller's trigger is going to resolve. I'm casting Living End. So we will once again, I'll exile all the creature cards in our graveyards. Sacrifice all creatures that we control that are on the battlefield.
This is good stuff, you guys. This is really good. This is good streaming. This is crazy.
That is going... all the creatures in our graveyard that were exiled will now re-enter the battlefield.
Because Jade Mage is doing a whole lot this game, okay? She's seeing all the zones and swinging.
Jade Mage basically has like a commander damage clause because I've never been dealt damage by a Jade Mage before. So like if that deals me 21 or more damage, I'm pretty sure I lose the game for Jade Mage commander damage.
I think you just lose, Jordan. Yeah, 100%.
So we now have are additional fecundity triggers on the stack below any ETB effects from creatures re-entering the battlefield.
Yep.
So now we have Niv-Mizzet. I don't think there's any other. Does that shell, that what's the face shambling shell, have a trigger, or is it when it dies? Coil?
It's I can sacrifice it to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
All right. So now I have Niv-Mizzet triggers on the stack. Does anyone have any response before that resolves?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to reveal the top 10 cards of my library. We have Yehenia's Expertise, a Forest, an Ionize,
But
a Kaya.
one sec. While you're doing that, that's fine. Keep doing it. Coil and I should have drawn for that one draw when we sacked our creatures before your living end.
I
Yes.
did.
Okay, good. I did draw mine.
Yeah, I dredged mine.
Okay, I did draw mine.
So
I don't
That puts
dredge.
me at
so
8
treasure.
treasures, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I did not pay. You get one more from me.
All right. So for Izzet, I'm going to choose Ionize. For Orzhov, I'm going to choose Kaya's Guile. For Rakdos, I will choose Igneous Pouncer. For Azorius, I'm going to choose Vanish into Memory. And then for Boros, I'm going to choose Flamekin Zealot. And then I'm going to put these on the bottom of my library in a random order. Those will go to my hands. Then the draw triggers from the second swap wave of creatures dying will happen, starting with me first.
Whose
I
turn
thought it starts
is
with.
it?
Doesn't it start with Andy?
Whose turn is it? Out of curiosity, I cannot remember now.
One of ours.
It's my turn.
Okay. Wow.
I cast Living Death.
Yes, it's active, non-active player
Oh,
order.
so
and we all
it would be
control-
Jordan first.
Yes, it would technically be Jordan. And then we all control our own triggers, despite the enchantment being controlled by Andy.
Right.
So then mine would be next, and then Andy, and then Coil's yours would be last. So I'm going to draw two cards because I had Chartless Agent and Dark Dwellers die. And then Andy, you'll draw yours.
I'm drawing 2 because I had Jade Mage and I had a Sapperling token die, and I'm not paying. So Jordan, you're getting 2 from me. And 2
Yes.
from Chris.
I'm tapped out, so I cannot afford to pay any of these.
With one of the smothering type triggers on the stack, I am going to sacrifice my Shambling Shell to put a +1/+1 counter on Ramanap Excavator, to put a card draw trigger at the top of the stack, and then I'm going to dredge. I'm going to dredge 3 that draw trigger.
Coil, your turn is taking forever, man.
It is. It really
Remember
is.
when I said that you played Magic slowly? This is
Yeah.
all your fault.
So now it's to my 3 draws.
Yes.
I will draw 1, not pay. Draw 2, not pay. Draw 3, not pay.
I have 15 treasures.
Yes.
All right. Now, Coil, do you have any other actions in response
have-
to draw triggers?
No, so I have 2 draw triggers on the stack. I have a Titania ETB and then a Protean Hulk death trigger to resolve still.
Okay, and all that happened. All that still waits for. We still need the first wave of fecundity triggers. You still need to resolve.
Correct.
So Jordan didn't have any creatures die. I had 1 creature die, and that was Niv-Mizzet. So I'm going to draw my 1 card. Jordan, you may have your treasure.
Oh, I drew my 2 from my original 2, so I'm not drawing anymore.
Okay, and then Coil. Then you have your remaining fecundity triggers.
Draw 1, not pay. Draw 2, not pay.
You guys, this is how the stack works. The
You
stack
know what's funny?
101.
Is that the standard modern players at the store were giving me so much shit before I got certified as a judge, and I'm just like, do you guys realize what I have to go through with the commander players?
It's so
It's
hard.
infinitely more complex than any of the dumbass meta decks that you're playing 1 versus 1.
Okay.
I rely on other people to keep track of stuff for me. Plus, I've been drinking.
It's a good excuse. It's a good
Yeah,
excuse. I've had a couple of glasses of wine. What is the stack?
So
The stack
Now-
is all the bottles that I've been drinking out of tonight that are currently sitting in front of the camera.
so now my Titania trigger will.
Whichever
Resolve?
order you want, whichever order you put. Wait a second. Titania is on Enter the Battlefield, right?
Is on Enter the Battlefield,
Okay,
so that
yeah,
went on
so-
the stack last, so it's first out. So when Titania enters the battlefield, I can return a land from my graveyard to the battlefield. I'm going to return Bajuka Bog to the battlefield, targeting Chris.
Okay. I will exile my Voice Line, Goblin Dark Blower, Shardless Agent, and Find 2 Finality.
And then my Protean Hulk Death Trigger will resolve.
Oh, boy. Do you know what you're grabbing?
If I said
You've had so much time to think about.
But I dredged a lot of the stuff I was actually going to go grab. That's the problem.
Sure.
Just so long as you don't get like a 2-card combo and kill us all.
I don't have two.
Could you imagine how tilted it would be, or how tilting it would be?
Go through all that.
20 minutes resolving multiple living deaths from a living death and a living end. For you to go get the Mackenzie on Hollow and a Triskelion and kill all of you.
What loser plays that combo? Oh, wait, I do.
So you answered your own question. Thank you. I appreciate
not
that.
In this deck, though. Not in this deck.
Yeah, so I am going to grab... I want to grab fun stuff.
I just want Jordan to have a turn with 15 treasures and 5 mana.
I want to have a turn.
Out.
The most treasures I've ever had in one turn was 42. It felt very good.
I am going to grab... Go ahead.
Time Twister into
Days Undoing? Gross.
Yeah.
I am going to grab Sir Conrad the Grim and a Stitcher Supplier as my 6 CMC worth of creatures.
We're on high octane mode now.
When Stitcher Supplier enters the battlefield, I put the top 3 cards of my library into my graveyard.
We've already been on high octane mode. I tried to resolve a piece of the Power 9.
I put 3 fetch lands into my graveyard.
Solid. We are still alive.
You are still alive. I am going to yes. We're gonna tap Sir Conrad and Ramanap Excavators. And we're going to exile 5 cards from my graveyard so that I can cast my commander.
Okay.
That triggers Sir Conrad when you do that?
If I exile creatures. I don't know if I want to. Because I have some reanimation shenanigans too.
Sir Conrad is only creatures from your graveyard, correct?
So it's when creatures leave my graveyard, but it's whenever another creature dies or a creature is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield. But if a creature leaves my graveyard, it also triggers.
Okay, cool.
We're going to get this Dryad of the Elysian Grove, this Lotus Cobra, Titania, Lord of Extinction, and a Grim Return.
So that's 4 creatures leaving?
Yes, so it'll be 4 Sir Conrad triggers.
Okay.
Is it 1 damage on each or 2?
1 damage on each.
Okay, so we take 4 damage.
There's no damage doubler, even though I wish there was.
Does he deal damage or do we lose life? I don't remember.
Deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay. All right, I took my damage.
I already played my land for turn, but I did have to remind myself whether I did that or not. All of my creatures have summoning sickness, so I will move to my discard. 1, 2, 3.
If you're just joining us, we have Slimefoot the Stowaway, Hogaak, Arisen Necropolis, Niv-Mizzet Reborn, and Angus Mackenzie in this game.
So I'm going to be discarding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to keep 1 more. We'll keep that. So I'm going to be discarding an Eternal Witness, a Rampaging Ballast, a Shambling Shell, Life from the Loam, and a Myriad Landscape. So 3 creatures will be entering my graveyard from anywhere.
Okay.
So it'll be 3 more triggers of Sir Conrad.
Down to 31.
27.
Also 20.
That was my cleanup step. Your turn, Jordan.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I mean, I'm partially to blame for that because I've had living.
Fair enough.
Everyone other than me is terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna spend 6 treasures and play a Regal Behemoth.
Ooh,
Yes.
You are the monarch.
The Monarch.
Can you let me hit you with a
I'm gonna
Jade Mage so I
spend-
can become the monarch next turn?
If you attack me with a Jade Mage, I will let you become the Monarch.
Yes.
I'm not even joking.
Yes.
So your Jade Mage is unblockable if you want.
Yes.
Anyway, so after I play the Behemoth, I'm gonna play a Academy Rector.
Yeah.
Go to 8 treasures. As a reminder, I have no way to infinitely combo out or really win the game with this deck, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go down to 5 treasures.
Ooh,
and
Eternal
play an
Witness.
Eternal Witness.
Ooh, someone's
Go.
gonna wheel us.
God damn it.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
I'm gonna get back Time Twister
Uh-huh.
and go down to 2 treasures.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at least and creatures are gonna be leaving Coil's graveyard.
they will be.
Things are going to be happening. I'm gonna pay 3 and play Time Twister, I guess.
I have 0 responses.
I have a response. I am going to
Counterspell.
crop rotation my Haunted Fengraph to grab an Urborg.
Yay!
Okay. And then that's resolving, right? Yeah.
Cool. Time Twister happens. Let's each shuffle our graveyard in hand into our deck and draw 7.
All right.
And then Coil, how much damage do we take?
I'll let you know in a second. I gotta find my Urborg first.
I'm not paying any mana,
Oh.
Jordan.
Literally,
Wonderful.
the next card of my library was Urborg. Okay, so we're shuffling our hand and graveyard into our library.
And then drawing 7.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. So 4 pings with Sir Conrad.
I'm at 23.
I'm at 27.
Sorry, how many was it? 3?
4.
4. Okay. I am at 23.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is... I've never played against a Time Twister, I can tell you that, so that's exciting.
The best part is like, this deck doesn't actually try to win the game that much. Like, I play Protean Hulk so I can go get, like, Eternal Witness and some bad, like, Coiling Oracle type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm here to goof off and have fun. Anyway, so I guess I get, like, what, 21 treasures?
Unless Coil... can you
I
pay?
can't. No, I only have 1 mana.
So you get 21.
Hey, Coil.
Hey, me.
Coil.
Hey, me.
Remember that Bajuka Bog?
I do remember that Bajuka Bog.
So I'm at a grand total of 23 treasures.
It's still on my battlefield. I could have ways of putting it back into my graveyard and getting it out again.
That
Not against you right now.
somehow I don't think that's useful at the moment.
No, not against you. Well, no, not against anybody. You're right.
I'm gonna go to 21 treasures, play a Lotus Cobra.
All right.
Hey, that's copying. Copyright infringement.
I'm gonna play a Windswept Heath, just like you.
Ooh.
That is true, but I don't have it in my hand anymore. Someone wheeled it away.
That's fair. That's fair. So I'm gonna float one. I just realized I shuffled Time Twister into my deck.
Oh, does it exile?
No, it creates a new graveyard.
Oh.
Sorry about that. My graveyard is Time Twister. So I have 1 mana floating. So, I have 1 mana floating from the Cobra. I'm gonna.
Jordan said
forest
that
for-
Coil's turns were long, so Jordan's going to try to beat him.
Yep. My turn wasn't even long because of me.
Oh no, my turns are long because of me.
Yeah.
I accept that. I'm gonna play a Seal of Cleansing.
What's that do?
I can sacrifice it to disenchant
Is that
or naturalize or whatever you call it.
Yeah, destroy target artifact or enchantment?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna crack Windswept Heath and go get a Tundra and float a mana. The only reason I'm taking so long doing this is because I have to go get the land and put it on the battlefield and get mana.
All your lands are swamps, by the way.
Yep.
In addition.
He doesn't care about swamps. He's
He
banned.
might. He might. You never know.
And then I'm gonna pay 6. I'm gonna play I guess I'll play Progenitor Mimic
Ooh, yeah.
on Eternal Witness.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Did you know that Urborg is a legal card in any commander deck?
I'm gonna get back Time Twister with Eternal Witness.
You got Time Twister back with Eternal Witness.
I'm gonna go to 18 treasures to cast Time Twister.
Yeah. All right, gonna shuffle this in, get 7 new.
Nothing's leaving my graveyard this time.
But maybe I'll have a land this time. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really like that last hand that I had.
I was so-so on it, so I'm kind of with you.
I mean, I had a Parallel Live, so that was cool, but...
I had a Macias the Unhallowed.
Oh.
And a Hermit Druid.
I have 39 treasures.
That's a lot of mana.
You're getting close to your 42. Oh, no, that was in a single turn, you said.
Yeah, this is from multiple turns put together.
Well, no, you got 42, right?
You just got 42.
Yeah, you just got 42, so
This
you've
turn.
tied. In a single turn.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So I've got 39 treasures. I guess I'm gonna play a Nissa Steward of Elements for 20.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's... yes, 100%.
It's a big Nissa.
It's a big Nissa.
I'm gonna 0 Nissa Steward of Elements and look at the top card of my library. If it's a land card or a creature card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters on Nissa Steward of Elements, I'm gonna put that card onto the battlefield. I'm gonna put a Fabled Passage onto
Nice.
the battlefield.
Very nice.
I'm gonna float one from Lotus Cobra. And then I'm gonna... I don't know. I have 19 treasures left. I'm gonna play a Rashmi Eternity's Crafter.
Heck yeah.
16 treasures are left. I'm gonna play Angus Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
13 treasures left. And I'm done.
All right.
All right, I'll untap and draw my card for the turn.
That turn was insane.
Play a forest.
I did so much and accomplished so little.
So oh. It's ridiculous that Time Twister just goes into another discard pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should not do that, but oh my god, it sure does.
I just gotta play out my hand every turn.
That's what it seems like right now, but it's only been one wheel spell.
The best part is you realize that Progenitor Mimic is gonna poop out an Eternal Witness
Yes.
during my upkeep.
That's
Yeah,
very
so
true.
it's every
That's
turn.
very true.
right now.
That's why I said I have to
That's
play it
very
out
true.
every turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Bring to Light, spending 5 mana as Converge. So I'm going to search for a creature, instant, or sorcery card. The current mana costs 5 or less, and exile it, and then cast it without paying its mana cost.
Boom.
Man, Coil sure takes long turns though. All right, while he's searching, I'm gonna grab another beer.
You got
Nice. Goose Island. If you don't know, Goose Island is a brewery in Chicago.
it. I love Chicago. It's just too expensive.
It is.
I would like to move there, but I still want to have a vehicle. But their roads are so narrow and they park their cars so close together. I feel nervous driving down some of those streets. Like I'm going to hit everybody's car.
You just reminded me. You getting Living Death?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
That's a really good option. I mean, it's not, but no, it is. It is. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so many triggers on the stack.
Did you pay the 2 for
No, you can have it.
Pad? Yay, I'm at 14 treasures.
I was afraid we were gonna end games before 11. Anybody
with
else
me in the
afraid of
game,
that
bro.
anymore? I don't
No.
think so.
No.
Wait, you got a Living Death while I have an Academy Rector on the battlefield? Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did.
Well, I mean, the best part is like, my Academy Rector will not win me the game. It'll just do dumb stuff, so, like,
Sure.
you're fine doing it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
All right, so Living Death is resolving, yes?
In response, I sack my Sakura Tribe Elder.
All right, everyone takes
In
one
response-
from the Sakura Tribe Elder being sacked.
Well,
I'm going to go to 11 treasures and play Eerie Interlude.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to target all of my creatures except for Academy Rector. And then I'm going to essentially cascade with Rashmi. Huh! Top card is Coiling Oracle, one of my favorite magic cards of all time. If you're not familiar, it is a 1/1 Snake Elf Druid. That's right, a Snake Elf Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
ETB, reveal the top card. If it's a land, it goes on the battlefield. It's a Karmic Guide. Goes to my hand.
All right, so that happens, and now Coil, we all take one from
One from the Sakura Tribe Elder,
dying.
and then when the Living Death resolves, I have 4 creatures other than Sir Conrad dying.
Well, hold on. I draw a card first for Fecundity off my one creature.
That's
card.
true. That's true.
And now that resolves. Okay,
So-
I
I'm
have,
going to have 2 creatures die, the new Coiling Oracle and the Academy Rector.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
that's
have one.
6, 7. So it's 7 Sir Conrad triggers.
and Fecundity triggers for everybody who's going to the graveyard, and
Yep. So I have 5 draw triggers, and I have a Stitcher Supplier death trigger as well.
So I just
So
took
my
7.
Academy Rector is going to trigger at the same time as both Fecundity triggers. So I'm going to draw 2 and then go get an enchantment and put it on the battlefield.
I will draw 1 off my Jade Mage. I'm not paying you. I'm not paying for the 2. I also didn't pay for the 2 the first time, so you get 2 treasures from me total.
I also am not paying.
And then
Yay!
I can stack my triggers the way I want to since they're both death triggers, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I will choose to resolve my Stitcher Supplier trigger first, and I'll put the top 3 cards of my library into my graveyard. It is a Eternal Witness, a Grave Titan, and a Golgari Thug. For my first draw, I'll dredge Golgari Thug. It is a Snow-Covered Forest, Sanctum of Eternity, Necromancy, and a Shield Dread. And then my second draw trigger, I will dredge my Stinkweed Imp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is an Exhume, a Korazda Guild Mage, a Snow-Covered Swamp, a Crucible of Worlds, and a Marsh Flats. And then I will draw 1, not pay, draw 1, not pay, and draw 1 and not pay.
I'm at 18 treasures, I think.
And now Living End resolves?
That was Living End resolving.
Mm-hmm.
But don't we... Oh, is that the one where you sack and then you replace them with the creatures in the graveyard?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I get to bring 2 creatures back.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have one of those creatures die to the Living End?
No, he sacrificed the Soccer Tribelder in response.
Oh, Jade
Yeah.
Mage did. Only Sakura comes back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
correct. You're correct.
Oh man, Jade Mage is dead.
I know.
Anyway,
Pass turn after that.
my Academy Rector is gonna go and get Primeval Bounty.
Okay, so I am going to...
Oh, sorry. He was resolving his Academy Rector trigger. I completely forgot.
Oh, you're good. Yep.
Don't worry, it doesn't matter. It's not like that card does stuff.
You said Primeval Bounty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good card. Okay, so I untap, I draw. I am going to play a... Oh, I did not pay. No, I did not pay. I'm going to play Westvale Abbey. I'm going to tap a Westvale Abbey, and I'm going to play a Soul Ring. I am going to... What does the angel do? Is that Admonition Angel? Is that what that is?
No.
What's
oh,
on...
shoot. At the end of the turn that had the Living Death resolve, Progenitor Mimic enters the battlefield. It doesn't see a thing to copy. It's just gonna die. I'll draw a card. I'm gonna have Lotus Cobra, Eternal Witness, Regal Behemoth, Angus, Rashmi enter the battlefield. With the Eternal Witness trigger, I'm gonna get back Time Twister.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it for my triggered abilities. I am the Monarch.
Okay. I am going to cast I'm gonna pay 5 for Slimefoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to convoke Scatter the Seeds. I put 3 Saplings into play. 3, 1, 1 Saplings. There's my Saplings. And then I will pay 3 to I don't even know what to do. How many cards are in everyone's hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I have
7 here.
9 and 7. I will go ahead and I'm gonna putrefy the Regal Behemoth.
But why?
You just already have so much mana. I feel like you don't need any more.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
It dies.
Yeah, and then after that, I pass my turn.
I get to draw a card though.
You do.
Died.
You do.
It's true. I will untap.
Do you want to pay 2 and you draw that card?
I haven't drawn my card yet. Maybe
I'm
I
not
do.
talking to
Maybe
you. I
I
was
don't.
talking to
Whoa.
Jordan.
Oh. I will draw my card for turn. I will choose not to pay.
Yeah. 20 treasures.
I'll play Command Tower as my land for turn. I'm going to tap my Gemstone Mine as a swamp. And then Forest and my Urborg. And for 3 mana, I am going to cast Pernicious Deed.
Yeah.
What's the highest CMC enchantment you have? What's that enchantment you just grabbed over there, Jordan?
7,
Primeval
right?
Bounty.
Or is it
It's 6 mana,
6?
and it rewards you for playing Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't reward you for playing Magic. I technically don't have to do this on my turn, though, so...
Do you have 6 mana?
I have 5. I can blow up his Smothering Tithe.
I mean, that'd be honestly a really good option because then he's going to run out of treasures. I assume that would.
Well,
Well,
the,
if you
the
do it on
Pernicious
your,
Deed would also blow up the treasures.
if
Oh,
you
you're
do it
right.
in your- then he doesn't have the chance to use treasures on his turn.
Yeah, that's true.
And the time spiral that we know is coming.
I will
You don't
activate
know I have a
Pernicious.
Spiral?
I'm going to activate Pernicious
Or not
Deed
time
for
spiral,
5.
time twister.
I'm going to activate Pernicious Deed for 5.
Hold on. First, I'm sacking my Sakura Tri-Builder.
Sure.
I am going to draw a card, and then I'm going to search for a basic and put it into play tapped. This is the most the Sakura Tri-Builder has ever done for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to go to 15 treasures and play Evacuation.
Yeah.
Rashmi is going to trigger. She's going to reveal a Secluded Step. That's going to go to my hand, and then bounce all the creatures.
Yep.
Yeah, to their owner's hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. At least Slimefoot only cost 3 this time. Not 7.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Since Urborg's in play, I'm going to tap Fabled Passage for mana.
Yep.
And crack Sterling Grove.
Sure.
I'm going to go get Mirari's Wake. Put it on top of my deck.
So all those treasures were destroyed, right?
It's Pernicious Deed has not resolved yet.
I'm going to float 15 mana.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to cut to the chase here. So I'm going to put Mirari's Wake on top of my deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 15 in my pool. I'm going to Sphinx's Revelation for 12.
Okay.
So,
And then the Smothering Tithe is destroyed.
unfortunately, yes.
But he has an Eternal Witness in hand.
I mean, I guess you're right. Ugh.
Yeah.
So one of the cards that I'm going to draw is going to be Mirari's Wake, and then I'm going to draw 11 more cards.
I mean, have you ever decked yourself in this deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will move to my cleanup step. Discarding a Stinkweed Imp, Golgari Thug, Life from the Loam, and a Peat Bog.
Cool. Is it my turn?
It is. So, when Nissa's on the battlefield, is she not 2 CMC?
Pernicious Deed doesn't hit Planeswalkers.
Oh, you're right.
It's that old templating.
Andy, did you get? Oh no. was going to say if you got your fecundity triggers, but your creatures got returned to your hand, they did not die.
They did. So I did not get my life either.
I'm going to play Karmic Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I cast a creature spell, I get a 3/3 beast. Whoa! So I get a 3/3 beast. Karmic Guide is going to put Progenitor Mimic from my graveyard onto the battlefield. It's going to enter as a Karmic Guide, and then that's going to return Regal Behemoth. So I am the Monarch yet again, and I get double mana.
When it's your turn, right?
No, he always has. When he is the monarch, he has double mana.
I think it says. Oh, when you're the monarch, correct.
Yep.
Okay.
God, I've got so many cards in hand. This is terrible. Jesus. Man.
We've got
We're down
about
to
20-ish minutes left of stream. So
Yeah, Coil, stop taking such long turns.
at this point, Coil is not taking the long turns. The one was long, sure.
I'm going to play a Plains for turn and gain 3 life and go to 23.
Okay.
Leave a white mana floating. I'm going to play Mirari's Wake.
Okay.
Yeah, double man.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a 3+1/+1 counters onto my Eternal Witness that is also a Progenitor Mimic.
Okay.
And...
What? That's a Karmic Guide.
Sorry, it's a Progenitor Mimic that's also a Karmic Guide. And then I've got a bunch of cards in hand, and I'm going to go to discard.
All right.
So this is going to take a little while, so feel free to take your turn.
All right.
Okay, I will untap and draw a card for the turn. Play Yawamaya Coast. And I'll pass turn.
Yeah, leaving up that 7 mana. Woo!
Tap. I will draw. I will play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. And I'm going to destroy Regal Behemoth and make 6 1/1 Saprolings.
Ooh. What did I ever do to you?
You took those last few turns. Okay, so I did that. And then I'm going to pay 3 for Slimefoot, and then I pass my turn.
To be fair... That's a reference. Anyway, to be fair, it wasn't Regal Behemoth that did that. That was all Smothering.
No, 100%. Totally agree. But now, Regal Behemoth is the only thing I could remove that doubled your mana.
When I go to my draw, I'm going to dredge my Stinkweed Imp instead of drawing.
And then I had to discard a bunch of cards. Do you guys want to know what they are? Or do you just want to, I'll flash them?
Flashing them works. I'm paying attention.
That's my moat. It's in my cube.
Okay.
Okay.
General goes back to command zone.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Stinkweed Imp is dredging Swamp, a Forest, the Mending of Dominaria, Golgari Signet, and Haunted Fengraf. I will play a Verdant Catacombs as my land for turn. 6, 7, 8, 9. I will tap 4 1, 2, 3, and I'll tap my Gemstone Mine as a swamp to cast a World Shaper.
Yep.
God, I love that card.
So good. And then I am going to pass my turn.
Wait, it's my turn again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy, I know.
Uh-oh. So, I'm going to be a bit of a dicky-do here, and we're going to play an Alchemist Refuge for turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Gain 3 life. I go to 26.
All right.
Mhm.
Leave a white floating. Or no, green floating. Play a Seaborn Muse.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Oof.
Oh, Karmic Guy died, by the way.
But didn't you get another one off?
I missed my trigger, whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to play Eternal Witness. 3/3 Beast from... What's it called?
Sorry?
I'm going to get a 3/3 Beast from Primeval Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Eternal Witness is going to get back... Karmic Guide. And then I'll play it. 1, 2, 3, 5. Karmic Guide when it... So I have triple mana? Yeah. So each of my lands tapped for 3.
Yes.
6 floating. I'm going to play Seal of Cleansing. And then play Time Twister.
Yes. I will shuffle
So I get
these
3
things.
more plus 1.
In response, I'm going to crack my Verdant Catacombs and grab a forest. As deck thinning is deck winning.
And then that resolves?
Yeah.
Yep.
At least it does on my account. I'm going to put Hogaak in my command zone.
All right.
Chris, I'm going to swing at you with a... Oh wait, this died upkeep because I could pay Echo. So I'm going to swing at Chris with an Eternal Witness. That is a 4.
All right. Resolving this Time Twister first, and then we'll see.
Then we'll see.
We shall see.
You'll pay. You'll all pay.
Actually, I guess I'll -6 Nissa, Steward of Elements, because I forgot I had her.
Yeah.
This is still after the Time Twister resolve.
Yeah. So she's at 14 loyalty. I'm going to untap 2 target lands I control. They become 5/5 elemental creatures with flying and have haste until end of turn. They are still lands.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to untap, I guess, Zorius Chancery and Fable, or Alchemist Refuge. And then we each draw 7.
All right.
So did you swing with the Eternal Witness?
So I'm going to actually swing with Eternal Witness and Yeah, just for 6.
Okay, I take 6. I go to 17.
All right.
I'm gonna pay 5 for an Alhamret archive.
Barf.
I'm gonna put 3 counters on my beast token, and then I'm done.
In response to the Alhammer's archive, I'm going to pay a colorless, a blue, and a red. I'm going to cast Ionize, so I'm going to counter it.
That's fine.
All right, you'll take 2 damage.
I refuse. I'm at 24.
24.
Then
All right, and then was that you said you were getting the beast tokens at the end of your turn?
and then I'm gonna
All
end
right.
up with you with Seaborn Muse.
Yep. Draw my card for the turn. Let's see here. I'm going to pay a black, a green, a black, a colorless, and a red. I'm going to cast Living Death.
Mm-hmm.
While I have triple mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna Sphinx's Revelation for 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Friendly
reminder:
And
8 minutes
draw-
left in stream.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I can't wait to return all these lands from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
There you
Speaking
go.
of that,
Yes, I have 0 cards in my graveyard.
I'm gonna Days Undoing.
At instant speed?
Yep. Using Alchemist Refuge.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's all shuffle our hand into our deck and draw 7.
okay.
So it's just shuffle hand into deck and then draw 7?
Hand and graveyard into your deck and draw 7.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Days Undoing is going to go to my graveyard because it's not my turn.
Does it still end the turn?
Nope, it's not my turn.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was on the clause or not.
Because still while Living Death's on the stack.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Since I cast a non-creature spell, I'm going to put 3 +1/+1 counters onto Seedborn Muse.
So Living Death resolves now.
Yeah.
All right. Each opponent loses 8, and I will gain 8 from Slimefoot.
You had 8 tokens?
I did.
Nice. World Shaper's dying. I'm going to return all of my lands from my graveyard to the battlefield
I'm
tapped.
sorry. I had 6 tokens. Well, honestly, I don't remember now. No, I had 6. It was 6.
I thought you only had 6.
I don't think it's going to matter. I think this game's going to end in a draw. We only have 6 minutes left.
It very well could.
All right.
And
So you
I'm-
said you had 6, so
I'm
I'll
drawing
go
7.
to 11.
Quick, someone other than me win the game.
I tried.
Stop wheeling.
It was the bouncing is the problem, and the sacking and the things.
And the pokies and the mons.
I can't play through all of that with Slimefoot.
The whole shuffle the graveyard away. It hurts.
I'll play my land for the turn. I'll play a command tower. I will tap for a green, a red, and a blue. Oop, that's my graveyard. I'm going to cast Violent Outburst. Creatures I control get +1/+0 until in the turn. It has Cascade.
Hmm.
What
So I'm
other
going to cast.
0 mana thing do you have?
I'm just going to shortcut this because there's only one other card it could hit in here.
We trust you.
Yeah.
I've played against this deck before. I do know.
Me too.
One.
I'm going to cast Hypergenesis.
Oh!
So starting with me, each player may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land card from their hand into play, then repeat this process until no one puts a card into play. So starting with me, the first thing I'm going to put into play is the Locust God.
All right. I will put in Thallid Germinator. I can sack a sapling to give a +1/+1 this till end of turn.
I'm going to put in the Mending of Dominaria.
I'm going to put in Shattered Angel. You guys now have Landfall. Jordan gains 3 life.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to put into play Soul Herder.
I will put in Thallid Devourer. I can sack a sapling to either give it +1/+2 or to remove 3 spore counters and make a sapling.
I'm going to put in a Satyr Wayfinder.
I'm going to put in a Cloudstone Curio.
All right.
Next, I'm going to put in an Ardent Plea.
what?
Okay.
Yeah, what
What
was
does that do,
card?
Chris?
It's 1, a blue, and a white for an enchantment. It has Exalted and then Cascade, so it just gives my creatures Exalted.
Oh, okay, that card.
All right. I'll put in Tender Shoot Dryad.
I'll put in Avenger of Zendikar.
Oh boy. I'm gonna put in a Lotus Cobra.
Okay. I'm going to put in an Archon of Valorous Reach, naming sorcery.
We can put in what? What can we put into play, Chris?
Everything but Planeswalkers.
And sorceries and instants.
And
Yeah.
sorceries. And
All right, I'm gonna put a Blooming Marsh into play.
I'm gonna gain 3 life.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Well, how many tokens did you make when that entered? Oh, they all resolve at the same time, right?
They're all gonna. Yeah, they're all gonna resolve at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's going to start all the triggers that resolve. It's going to be Jordan going backwards from me.
yeah, I'm gonna put a Swamp in.
I'm gonna gain 3 life. I'm gonna put in Mika Koru, Center of the Sea.
Yeah.
I will not put anything in.
I gain 3 life from Primeval Bounty.
I'm gonna put Fungal Plots in.
I gain 3 life. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Never mind. That's not a land.
It's an enchantment.
I'm gonna put an Animate Dead in.
Ooh, is that a triggered ability?
And when it enters the battlefield, it's enchanting a creature from the graveyard. It's in the graveyard, so he
It's
will.
a triggered ability, so it'll wait until Hypergenesis resolves.
Yes.
I'm gonna put in Core Haven. I gain 3 life.
I will not put anything in.
I will not put anything in.
I will not put anything in.
I will put in a Ghost Town. I gain 3 life.
Mm-hmm.
And then my deck is almost entirely permanents, just so you know. Last permanent is going to be Midnight Clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3 blue mana floating from Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
All right, so ETB triggers are on the stack. This is at this point we start going through all the triggers. Jordan's beginning his life from the Angel.
We are.
Coil.
I don't mean to stop you. We are at 11 o'clock. Do we have are we gonna rewind this one more time, like with another card from a deck, or should we just call this one a draw?
It might be ending in a draw.
Okay. What do you
I
guys
have
think?
No cards in hand. You've seen every card I have.
You have no cards in hand, Jordan?
Correct.
Okay.
I can't finish the game next turn. I don't. Well, I mean, I can swing with Avenger, but
I mean, you're making a crap ton of tokens.
Well, you have
Nine.
World Shaper to animate dead. Actually, you can target any creature in the graveyard, can't you? With that.
yeah, I don't know what my best target is. I know Seedborn Muse is in there. That was. I don't know if you had anything better in there, Chris, but
I don't have any creatures in my graveyard right now.
I think Seedborn Muse is the best bet. Unfortunately, I don't really have use for the mana, but it keeps it out of Jordan's playing field.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: you shouldn't hit my Seedborn Muse.
Do you have a better creature in your graveyard?
Absolutely not.
Hit Seedborn Muse.
That is fair.
Well, do I resolve my triggers? Does Animate Dead have to resolve first?
You can resolve them in whichever order you want.
Okay, because I have two ways I'm gonna be putting cards in my graveyard. So
Yeah, you can resolve it in any which way that you want because they're all entering the battlefield at the same time.
Yeah, so I might actually have something. I don't know. Do you want me to just fast forward it and see?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anything?
That's fine. That's fine with me. Yeah.
Sure.
So Mending of Dominaria, put the top two into my graveyard. Windswept Teeth and Tomb. Return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand. I may. I'm going to choose not to. And then Satyr Wayfinder. Reveal the top four. Karazda Guildmage. I don't have Phyrexian Altar, so it doesn't go infinite on my next turn unless I draw it. But I'll choose to reanimate Karazda Guildmage.
Okay.
And I'll
Out of
put a swamp in my
curiosity,
hand.
if Animate Dead is an aura and it targets when cast, if it enters the battlefield and it's not being cast, does it get a creature back?
Yes, it does. It's the same way that a lot of Brago Blink decks work because, like, you blink Reality Acid or a lot of other impermanents, and when they enter the battlefield, you get to just choose what you want to target it with or what you want to attach it to. Because it requires a target to be able to attach to a target.
Okay.
All right, so we're resolving triggers now.
We are, yeah. Currently, Coil's resolving his
Right.
triggers.
Right.
Yeah, I resolved mine.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
back to you.
I don't have triggers, so I am done.
All right, my Archon of Valor Reach enters the battlefield. I name sorceries. Players cannot cast sorceries as long as it's on the battlefield.
Okay.
Then after that, I don't have haste, so I'm going to pass turn to you, Andy.
All right, untap.
I'm gonna put 2 counters onto Midnight Clock using the mana I had floating from Lotus Cobra.
Sure.
Yes, Sapperling at my upkeep, and I do have the City's Blessing, which I know the token's like sitting here somewhere, and I can't find it. But I have it, so I have the City's Blessing.
Actually, it's 3 counters. I'm sorry.
And then I will draw, and then I will play a swamp, and then Jordan, what creatures do you have?
Oh, I gained 3 life because you played a swamp.
Yes.
I have a Lotus Cobra, a Shattered Angel, and that's it.
What's Shattered Angel's power and toughness?
It is a 3/3 that gets a static +1/+1 from Mirari's Wake.
It's 4/4. Okay. I will pay 5 to play Scatter the Seeds to make 3 Sapperlings. So I make 3 Sapperlings. And then I'm going to pay 5. And I'm going to sacrifice 5 creatures to flip my Westvale Abbey. I'm going to sacrifice 4 Sapperlings, and I'm going to sacrifice Thallid Devourer. So I flip Westvale Abbey. And then I will move to combat. And Jordan, I will swing at you for 9 flying lifelink indestructible haste in the air.
Cool. I go to 30.
And I will gain 9 and pass.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 4 mana into Karazda Guildmage's ability to sacrifice Satyr Wayfinder and get 1/1/1 plant.
Okay.
I forgot. Who has Seedborn Muse?
I don't have Seedborn Muse. Seedborn Muse is in your graveyard. I reanimated my Karazda Guildmage instead.
Oh, okay.
And then I will untap. I'll go to
Midnight
my
clock goes to 5.
draw.
Oh, I make a sapperling at your upkeep.
And remember, you have landfall. I gain 3 life.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sorry. Before my draw, I have, or no, it's after my draw, right? Mending of Dominaria happens at main phase. So Mending of Dominaria, I'll put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard. I put an Eternal Witness and a Snow-Covered Swamp into my graveyard, and then I'm going to return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand. I'll return Eternal Witness. I will play a Crystal Vein as my land for turn.
Okay.
Put a +1/+1 counter on all of my plants.
Jordan gains 3.
He does gain 3.
Yay! I'm at 33.
I will move to combat. I am going to
Attack Andy.
actually don't even want to swing right now.
I mean, the Midnight Clock's going to resolve. He's going to get 7 cards on his turn.
I know. I just feel like I need to set myself up.
I mean, we're going to have to scoop. I do have to actually log off, so we'll have to scoop if we don't end it.
I guess I'll swing my 9, 10 plants and my Avenger at Jordan.
So all of your plants are 9/10s?
No. I have 9 1/2s and 1 2/2 and a 5/5.
I'll block the 2/2 with my 4/4 Shattered Angel.
Okay,
And you have 9 1/2 plant tokens.
correct.
I'll block one of them with Lotus Cobra, which is a 3/2 because of Mirari's Wake, and I'll take the rest.
Okay, so you take 8 plus 5, so 13 damage.
I'm at 20.
I will cast my Eternal Witness. I will return Entomb to my hand. And I will tap 2 and exile to exile 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only have 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 4 mana. I'm going to sacrifice my Avenger of Zendikar and get 5 more plants. And then tap my 5 plants and exile 3 lands and a Satyr Wayfinder to cast my Hogaak. And then pass the turn.
All right. Clock is going to go to 6. Draw for turn. So it is, man, 3 per activation. My land's tap for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Am I the Monarch?
Yeah, you dealt damage to me.
I draw a card at the end.
I dealt damage to him.
Oh. Did you draw for Monarch?
No, I did not. So we'll call it a miss trigger.
Did you do combat damage to him?
I did with Ormondal.
Oh, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I'm gonna leave 1 mana floating and put 6 counters onto Midnight Clock, and then tap it for a blue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shuffle my hand into my graveyard and then draw 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a sapperling at the upkeep.
Or, sorry, shuffle my hand and graveyard into my library, then draw 7.
Mm-hmm.
I had 1 card in hand. It was a Farhaven Elf.
Nice. It's a good card.
I've got a blue floating. I am not the Monarch, unfortunately. Who is?
I am. Andy is.
You have no flying blockers, right?
No, I do not.
Oh man, Shattered Angel is gonna get in there.
For how much?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my 7 from Midnight Clock. 6. 7. I'm gonna play an untapped Temple Garden, pay 2 life, and then gain 3 life. So I'm gonna go to 21. I have a blue floating. Ugh. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and play Farhaven Elf.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I drew that off of my Midnight Clock, but whatever. When that enters, I'm gonna go get a tapped island.
Okay.
So that leaves me with blue and a green in my mana pool. I'm gonna float a blue off of Lotus Cobra from that land entering tapped. And then I'm gonna play Evacuation.
All right. So it is 11:15, pretty much. There is no reason to continue this. Next time, I think we'll just have to have some decks that can end the game on stream. Oh my goodness. You know, I think if we had started with Angus, definitely maybe first game, because I feel like this game could have gone 3 hours like alone. So good though.
Mm-hmm.
So good though.
I mean, I just want to point out, I resolved Time Twister like 4 times.
I know. That was cool.
Oh,
That was cool. That was very cool. But unfortunately, I am past my stream time, so we will have to scoop this one. This one will be a draw.
Okay.
But I wanted to thank you guys for joining us on stream today. We got to see some decks we hadn't seen on stream before, so that's exciting. Coil, where can everyone find you on Twitter?
You can find me on the Twitters at WormCoilEngine.
All right. Jordan, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter as the filthiest casual.
Okay.
I like to introduce myself as that because I am literally the filthiest casual.
Literally? Oh.
No. Like, I play a casual bunch of EDH decks, and all they do is just, like, play sweet magic cards and annoy people like I did today.
And Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me at Kelsum Gaming on both Twitter, YouTube, and Kelsum on MTG Nexus.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. we will be back next Friday with some streams. And check everyone out on Twitter. And if you have any questions or want some deck lists, feel free to reach out. We have all of these logged online. And we will see you next week.
Bye.